Share, record.
Desperado.
Wait a minute.
It's starting. Takes a little bit of time. Okay. Third.
Can hear the dog snoring again. Video settings. Okay. Webcam 930. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Can you see me? I'm going out to my actual YouTube channel now.
Yeah, I can see it.
Here we go to my channel.
I'm here.
Are you here? Yay! Okay, we have 5 watching. Oh, Hadley's here. We are coming over now. Thank you, Novice. Can the people in the chat hear me? Miss Crowley, can you hear me? Because it's only going around in circles right now for me on my channel. There we go. Paul!
Hello, hello.
Hey, Paul.
I be here.
Oh, I'm so happy.
And Herman said he's going to grab a bite to eat if you're going to invite him on. He'd be just a few minutes.
I already sent it to him.
Okay. He said tell Val I'll be there.
Hey, Ricky Dove, Novice Quads, Mr. Crowley and Rory, Hadley, Justin, how you doing? Green Patches, Drone Shots, and of course we have Curtis in the house. And thank you, Novice Quad. Yeah. Let's see. Let me see. And of course, Novice Squad, if you want to come in, just need to let me know. Let's see. Oh, I was about to accidentally send myself a super chat. I'm sorry.
By the way, how does my microphone sound in yours?
Huh?
How does my mic sound?
Perfect.
Very good.
Perfect. I don't know what happened. Why it sounds good now. You know what?
That's just bizarre.
It just needs to work out, maybe. Oh, pop-out chat's there. Guys, I'm going to pop out this chat. Hey, Corey, man, how you doing? I'm so happy to see. I didn't get a link. Okay, hold on. You want a link. You definitely want a link. So let me get over there. Okay. So, my link went away again. There we go. I get you. I'm getting you right now, Novice, again. Because we want to get you on here. Okay. Novice Quads.
I'm curious to see what the quality is going to be on his video when he joins us.
Right, because it's not as good, and so Herman's wasn't either. So it gets a lot better when we. Well, there we go. I think we're a go. There we are, guys.
Corey Mano, how you doing? Manic Magic.
Can I get a link? Mr. Crowley.
Carpenter Rick, how you doing? Novice Squads, Hadley's Famous, Green Patches. Hey everybody. Drone Shots.
Hey Faithy.
So everybody hears me good?
Hey Val, you might want to try and change your name. You didn't want that way, did you?
No, I didn't. Hold on.
Paul, you still hear me good?
Yes, I hear you great.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Mr. Crowley, I don't have your, for some reason I can't find your, Gmail. You have to put it really quick in there and I'll grab it up. Novice Quads. Okay, let's see what happens with Novice. He has his mic on, because he's probably talking to someone.
He's probably eating.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
He was going to get dinner, yep.
Oh, there you go. Hold it on there. Let me get this. Oh, shoot. Okay. So, I don't know how long we can keep everyone on, but I did want to test it. So, I appreciate you guys volunteering for this thing we're doing here.
No, thank you, Ricky Dove.
Curtis is on tonight as Iron Man.
Curtis is?
Yeah.
I want to... Okay, hold on.
Hey, Louis P. Floyd, how you doing?
Sent. Okay, let's see what happens. I sent it. I sent it, and I got to get rid of all these compose email things. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so we have Herman's PC, Novice Quads. We're going to become very, very small. And so what I made, you guys, just so you know, is I made
Hey, Val, just let me know. I can exit anytime.
No, you're not going anywhere, big boy.
I can exit too.
No. No. I want to change my name.
I can go also. I can have my grandpa.
Just, you guys better just stop. What the hell? You're not escaping.
Val gets 20 people on her show, and they all volunteer to leave.
Right? They're like, yeah, I'm getting out of here. There we go. So Paul
We're all taking one for the
tonight.
team.
See, I just want, hey, Robert. Hey, Robert.
Robert
Yeah.
Stanton. All right, the man.
So, Novice Quad disappeared. Novice.
He's probably eating something, Val. Give him time.
Or I wonder if he reached a limit.
No,
Is
I
there
didn't.
a limit on here?
I don't know what I am doing.
There's
There you
Novice.
go.
There's Novice.
Okay, I figured it out.
There you go.
Novice is in the house.
It took a minute, but I got it. I can be a little slow sometimes.
Well, turn
No,
up your
you're-
mic a little, guys.
Hey, Lawrence, you
Yes.
picked it up a lot faster than I did in the test run this afternoon. I was in and out. You'd think I was an old time newsreel going flicker, flicker, flicker.
So this is the new way we're going to be doing things on here, huh?
Pretty soon.
Well,
What's
Kurt,
going on?
Much appreciated. And I see Val's tag name is Catwoman. Meow.
I'm
I
Iron
was going to
Man.
make it Miss Giraffe, but Paul always has trouble with that. Is this the Brady Bunch? It is.
See now, Lawrence. Anytime you want to, you go up on your thumbnail up there, and you'll see the 3 dots. You can click on that. And one of the selections you have, you can change your name anytime you want to.
Oh, get out of here.
You could be
No.
Val's life.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, interesting. I wouldn't,
Plummet.
but interesting.
So just really quick, I'm going to go through. I guess I should do the gallery view so you guys can see me. So I think I'm in the middle. Who knows on YouTube where I'm at?
You're in the middle.
So what happened a couple days ago? Well, about a week ago, Curtis said that he would help me get a really simplistic OBS going. And then I said, well, he talked to me about Zoom, and I've been working on it with a webinar for another company to present their webinars in Zoom. And I thought, well, this seems a little complicated, but he promised me he would make it simple. So
We did.
So he made it simple, and he made it simple for me. And then I don't know, I'm going to see if you guys see this. See if you see it.
Oh.
You can only see if you're on YouTube.
Yeah, us on the panel can't see it, but you sure
You watched your
This is a-
YouTube.
I can say one thing. Zoom seems to handle a lot cleaner. I like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Zoom is, just to kind of jump in and fill in some of the details. Zoom, you're purchasing, when you purchase an account with Zoom, you're purchasing bandwidth, as opposed to YouTube, which is doing this, for lack of a better way of putting it. With YouTube, there's no way to really monetize Hangouts, which is what they're kind of running into right now.
Right.
Because there are so many other ways to get on YouTube, they're just going to be dropping Hangouts. And what they were doing was they were utilizing everybody's bandwidth and limiting it. And then, like when Val would do a show, all that bandwidth would go to her.
Right.
So she had to handle all that bandwidth. Now with Zoom, what they do is each person's bandwidth is taken into account. So whatever your upload speeds are, that's what you get. And it automatically goes to, not to Val, but to Zoom. So it's just a
So
centralized hub.
They're basically handling
Okay.
everyone's different bandwidths and normalizing it to one level.
Not normalizing it. I mean, if you have a bad connection, you still have a bad connection. There's no way around that. But it's not combining everything together like YouTube does.
Okay. Well,
So in other words, The more people you have on Hangouts, the quality starts to degrade.
You're right.
Whereas here, every person has their own bandwidth. So whatever the signal is that you have that you're able to send to Zoom, that's the quality that you get, and it doesn't matter how many people are in this conversation. You can have 100 people, and the quality will be the same. I mean, if you guys have watched Canadian Drone Hub at all, Roger's is always fuzzy. Look at him right here, right now. He's nice and clear.
Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, Roger.
Yeah.
I can see you cut yourself shaving the other day.
So why isn't Herman able to come in?
I don't know. He might be having an issue, but I have a question for you, Kurt. I'm going to actually call him on the phone and actually heat up my dinner, but I want to be in on this to learn what I can. And him and Mr. Crowley are coming in actually. But Kurt, so on this record, I can record. Where does that recording go to?
Oh, you can record it locally to your computer, or you can record it to the cloud.
You know, that's great to know. Hey,
you have a
Sean,
choice.
That's great to know, because right now I've been trying to find out a way. So when we do our Sunday nights with those guys drops, or Wednesday nights with those guys drop, I was going to do like a compilation of all of those with all the people we have on. And of course, you know, when you download from YouTube, they give you damn near 240 quality on your video.
If you utilize OBS, there's also OBS is also a screen capture.
Yes.
So I would say use OBS, because then you're capturing what actually went on YouTube.
Okay, so because I'm using OBS on my computer, I can capture everything on screen. You're saying
you can capture everything that is going to YouTube. So on your show earlier, before I was told not to talk about anything because we're doing Val's life. If you think of Zoom as the meeting place where we all gather,
right?
We still need a doorway to get into YouTube, and OBS is the doorway. That's basically what it is. It's the doorway, the key to get in, to take Zoom and get into YouTube. That's essentially it. Now it's also a media player, in the fact that, like with Hangouts, you can share your screen. You can't really do that as the host with OBS, because then it'll freeze your screen up.
Right.
But what you can do is you can load stuff into your scenes and play it from there, whether it's images, a website, a video, whatever. But the people that are in the conversation on Zoom, we can share our screen and it will play just fine.
Interesting. So there's a green arrow in the bottom that says share.
Yes.
So if you click that, that would allow us to share our screen.
As long as you're not the host.
As long as you're not the host. Understand.
So if you're the host, you need to use OBS to share your screen. Otherwise, you freeze up. You don't get cut off YouTube, but you freeze up what everybody sees out there.
Okay.
OBS wants to know specifically what you are doing, not what Paul is doing or you or me or anybody else. They want to know what Val is doing.
For a microsecond. There you are, Herman.
So make Herman big and look at the quality of Herman's video.
I'm not doing this Zoom thing.
Oh,
Look
wow.
how clear Herman is.
Herman.
Boy, Herman, you're nice, clean, crisp, clear.
Oh
Hey,
my
Herman.
I'm not
God,
doing
Herman.
this. This is too much work.
Herman?
No,
Is that
it'll be
you
good,
doing
Herman.
hair on the left side of your head there, I can see now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yep.
can hear
we
you,
can
Here's
hear
Sean.
Sean too. Yep.
Oh my God. You know,
All right,
what
so-
did you have
So
to
make
do, Herman?
Val, make me full screen for just 1 second, please.
Okay, hold on. I think I do that. There you go.
Google, is Hangouts going away?
According to NeoWin, Google Hangouts will reportedly be going away in 2020. Google is apparently getting ready to kill off its messaging and video chat app Hangouts, according to a report from 9 to 5 Google.
Impressive.
Herman,
Yeah.
you're going to have to learn, brother.
Well, trust me.
You're saying that it can't be done without Zoom?
He's
Oh, it
going to
can be
get
done.
it because he's going to get it because if I pick up, I soak up stuff like this like a sponge, and the video quality is right there. And that's what's most important. The fact that they handle the bandwidth has always been an issue with YouTube. Because,
Right.
for example, like you mentioned, Kurt, earlier, that Val can be on and all the bandwidth goes to her. But what YouTube does is if another show is trending and is doing better than Val, it will send all the bandwidth to that show, and Val's show would turn to crash.
Well, let me ask my phone the
Okay,
question.
Sleeping Bear, bye-bye.
Susie, will there be any difference in any of the other bands that we can use? But of course, Mr. Crowley, there'll be many options for you. Don't worry. Just move forward and keep flying the drones.
Oh my God, you're killing me. Hey, everything spicy. So, and you had the Brady Bunch. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We can have it. And I know Mike Roach, I think he's doing something, but he wants to come in about 20. But this is what I wanted to say. So, it's not that you have to go with Zoom or OBS. They have all kinds of things out there. For Macs, they have Ecamm, which is supposed to be excellent. Easy for live streaming. They have XLabs. They have Wirecast.
XLabs?
No. I'm going to hurt you. Oh, oops. Mr. Crowley went. Look at him. He's looking. But they have all these different ways to go and live stream. But what I wanted was something that was going to be super easy for me, but also the pictures being very clear. Now, I hear Skype is clear and all of that, but I wanted something that had its own bandwidth, and so it wasn't using my bandwidth, and then I could go on and have a nice sharp picture, because normally we don't have the Brady Bunch or the X-Men tribe or whatever. We have a couple people on and I do interviews. And I wanted something where I could be there, someone else, maybe Roger or Herman, Paul, somebody could be on there with me. And it
Very
just
clear.
worked. The fact is, has way less lag in it, is a reason to switch alone. Yeah.
Now, is this a paid service, and how much is it?
Okay.
$15 a month.
$15 a month.
Okay.
So there's a series of questions you're going to answer. So let me maybe I can jump ahead here and kind of give you those answers.
No, you can't give the answers ahead.
Okay, I'll stop.
We gotta drag them out.
Kurt, I'm trying to warn you ahead of time. Don't make Val stand up.
Yeah, don't make me stand up.
I am somewhat new to Val, so you guys kind
tired.
of guide me through this thing.
I'm gonna let him handle a lot of it, because the truth is he is my expert in this. Because
That's why
without
I'm
him,
forewarning you.
I wouldn't
Corey
be on.
Mano is asking a question. Can Discord do the same as Zoom? They have
Discord
video
do
and
the same as
voice.
they have
which is
video and
free.
voice, which is free. Maybe.
Well, I have a question. Why can't OBS that I've downloaded into this computer stand alone?
It can.
Because OBS doesn't handle another platform to allow you to invite
I don't know
people.
why we using OBS.
OBS. So you missed the first part of the conversation. OBS. So Zoom, what we're using Zoom for is to gather everybody
Right,
together.
patches.
OBS is the doorway that we go into YouTube. Now I'm going to get in trouble here because I'm going to jump ahead from what Novice Quad just warned me about. There is an option on Zoom to purchase a package, and it's about $50 a month, where you don't need OBS. There's some ups and downs to it. It can connect. In fact, this package, you can connect to not only YouTube, Facebook, Discord, all these different social Twitch. You can connect to all of them at the same time. The problem is it's designed for corporations that are in New York, and they're having a corporate meeting and they want to talk to the people in LA. So they get them on there so they can cuss their ass out. And there's 100 people on here and that kind of thing. It's not designed for us where we're wanting to do a talk show or we're wanting to post videos and stuff like that. It's just a corporate entity. And I've been in contact with Zoom and I said, hey, here's what I'm using your software for, or your service for. Here's what I'm trying to do, and I'm using OBS and Zoom to do this. And the first thing they said is, well, we're going to program out the ability to use OBS so that you will have to use our $50 service. And I said, well, I'm not doing that, and a whole bunch of other people are not going to be doing that also.
Right.
And they came back, somebody else came back to me and said, sorry, Curtis, that person didn't know what they were talking about. We are working right now. We have OBS. We're taking it apart and looking at it, how it works, how we can integrate something like that into what we're doing. And what they want to do is offer a smaller package that works within Zoom. It's not available yet. They're talking about it. They haven't talked about price or anything, but we'll be able to do things like I do on my show, where I play graphics and stuff, intros and lower thirds and all that stuff. That's coming. Right now, we're just kind of utilizing. We're hacking is not the right word, but we're hacking into what we're kind of doing here by using OBS. OBS is just a doorway. Well, it's more than just a doorway, but it's basically the doorway to get us into YouTube, to get this in there. You can use anything with OBS to get into YouTube. If you want to put a Facebook chat on YouTube, you can use OBS to put it on there. You don't have to use your webcam. If you just want to have an image sequence, you know, or if you want to just play a video over and over, you can load it into you can load that into OBS and then broadcast it right onto YouTube for 500 hours. I see some of these guys that are doing space videos from NASA. They're doing, you know, broadcasting live for 15 hours. And I don't know what the hell that's all about, but whatever, you know. So that's essentially what it is. But OBS is also a media player. Go ahead, Paul.
Curtis, I can't remember. You showed us this afternoon. How do you raise your hand? Like if you want to talk, there's an icon you put up there or something, or.
So down here under participants, click on participants, and then you can click raise your hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there it is. On the bottom of it's got the participants, and in that it also it shows you a microphone. It shows our level of voice, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm going to click raise my hand so as you guys can see it.
So let me ask you this.
It's interesting. It shows up on Val's Life, but it doesn't show up on my computer.
Right.
Yeah, me
Doesn't
too.
show anybody else. Just Val's.
Yeah.
So
No,
I
shut up
see-
on mine. Should your hand up
On your YouTube or on your Zoom?
on my Zoom?
What do you mean?
There was a hand just there. It was taken away. Paul.
I'm going to hit it again. Do you
Oh
see
no, yeah, Paul Murray. His hand.
Where?
it? Yeah, over in the participants panel.
God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Right next to
what
my
you're talking
microphone.
about.
Right next to
We
my
are
microphone.
so
Oh, okay.
scrolling. So
If you guys look at the YouTube feed, it shows up on Paul's video.
that he
Yeah.
has a little hand up.
Yeah. So Paul, click on the hand up again, and then
Okay.
look
I
over.
gotta
and-
hand it to you, Paul.
Okay, so now if you go to the YouTube feed, you should see my hand up, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Back from the sky. I'm going to answer that in just a minute. I do see your question, okay, or what your statement.
Okay, I'm going to lower my hand, guys.
When you want to talk, hold it up.
Back
so,
from the sky.
so guys, here's the thing that this is the one thing I hate
YouTube
Angela
feed looks
Critters.
terrible.
So what I was thinking about with this is, first of all, yes, I write this off. This is a business. YouTube is a business, and anything you spend on that business should be written off. I'm sorry, just have to do it. I write off Mr. Crowley all the time. Oh, I'm sorry, I got confused. Hey, Nacho, Mr. Crowley, so funny. But what I wanted for my channel and for the people who come to my channel is to be able to see everybody really clearly. And so when we're all talking or having those conversations, you know, nobody is trying to see is that Roger or Roxy sitting in that chair.
Yeah.
I don't want there to be that question.
Hey, Val, show them by having Roger talk so they can see
Hold on,
how
hold on.
clear Roger is.
Why? What am I doing now?
You do
Go
all
ahead,
kinds
talk.
of
How
stuff. Hold
clear
on.
you are.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. Roger, start talking.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I can see Chris is in. Okay, there you go.
So, hey,
Clear.
Centroid, I sent you a link if you wanted to come in.
Yeah.
But now you can actually see Roger. He's a little handsome devil there. But before, you couldn't see Roger at all, right? Also, you can change your name. So tonight I'm Catwoman, and we have Iron Man for Curtis. And
Back from the sky.
Yeah.
Right.
Roger
I survived.
still looked sexy to me before and now. Yeah, you see the red of his eyes, that's for sure. Oh, by the way, I'm doing an interview on Tuesday, and it's going to be with Nacho Rolling. We're going to do one. So
If you guys are curious, by the way, how Val is doing that, where she's making everybody large, up in the right-hand side, there's a speaker view and there's a gallery view. And you can click on that and change that for what you're doing. It doesn't change what happens on YouTube because the feed is coming from Val. So whatever Val does is what goes to YouTube, but you have the ability to change that yourself if you want to.
Oh, there's Roxy.
Okay.
So, Michael Roach, I did send you the connection. Now we have Centroid in. The sun's really hitting him. He looks nice, bright. Roxy's clear as a bell.
Yeah.
And so, hey, Ari. So what I just wanted to show people is the possibility, the clarity, and it's not using my bandwidth. And that's why it can look like this.
Is this a paid service, Val?
It's $15 a month, which I'm happy to do.
That's not horrible.
Does anyone see my hand?
I'm working enough. I should be able to get something for myself, and this is it. I'm just telling you. I just came off of 40 hours in 3 days. I am just saying, I'm getting something for myself.
Hey, Centroid.
Hey, how you doing, Roger?
Justin.
What's up, Mark?
What's up?
Can you see my hand?
Just your face.
Mr. Crowley, do you want to say something? That feels weird.
Oh, you see his hand over in the chat.
Yes. There, his
Yes,
hand's gone.
I really enjoyed this time that we have together today. Thank you very much.
Hey, Geeksvana.
I
just wanted to use my hand.
Mr. Crowley, a.k.a. Zeus.
Hey, Val, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Normally, when we were using Hangouts, right?
Yeah.
If I wanted to hit the like button or type something in the chat, I got to keep opening the Hangouts window. Do I have to do that with this?
When you want to do what?
Okay. Normally, when I type in the chat, we're using Hangouts. Once I start typing, the Hangouts window minimizes. I got to keep going back to the Hangouts window.
No, I'm not going back to anything.
No, you're not understanding.
No. Yeah. The chat is over in the regular YouTube page.
Are you talking about the chat, or are you talking about the private chat?
Okay.
I did a pop-out chat.
Hold on. Yes.
When I use Hangouts,
yes,
I did pop-out chat.
Is over the YouTube channel.
Right.
When I type in the chat, that Hangouts window closes, and I have to go back and open it.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to do that,
keep doing
Herman.
that with this.
Okay, so let me explain to you something. When I'm on YouTube, right, and I type something in the chat, like I'm just going to say hi, everyone, okay? I'm not doing anything. I still see y'all. Because what I do is I pop out the chat, I put it to the side of my screen, and my Zoom is right here. I'm not looking at my YouTube channel.
But Val, I get what he's saying is, see, I do it differently than you do. You guys go over and pop the chat out. What I do is I have it layered. So I have Zoom over here over top of the regular YouTube with just on the right-hand side, I can see the chat. And so when I go over to type something
That's
in the
how I
chat,
do it.
yeah, when I go over and type something in the
I
chat,
don't understand how nobody understood the question.
Okay,
Exactly. Wait. I think there's two types of chats. You got the general chat that everybody can see in Google, in YouTube. I think, Herman, are you talking about the Zoom chat right now, so that only you can and I can see what you and I are talking about in chat?
No.
Okay, let me ask something.
Listen to the question. What I'm asking: when we use just Hangouts,
I've never just used Hangouts.
so regardless of that, it still opens up the Hangouts window, and we put it over the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Now, when I type in the chat, that Hangouts window minimizes, and I have to go back to it to bring it back over the YouTube channel.
Yes, that happens here, Herman.
Thank you.
But
Yes,
Herman,
I have no
Herman.
experience with that whatsoever, so I have no
Herman,
idea what the
that
question.
does not happen to me. I know what you're saying, and it doesn't happen to me.
And that's only because Val pops out the chat window.
That's the only
There
reason.
is an option for you to take the chat window and make it a separate part, a separate window by itself, and then you have the actual Zoom here, so she can jump between the two.
Mm-hmm.
That I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. But I think Herman would rather yell at me.
Because I'm asking a question, and I was like, wait a minute, I know I'm not the only one that has this.
No,
Okay.
but what happened to me is because because that's what happened first with Zoom. I was going over here and over there, and all of a sudden Zoom's gone. It happened to Paul today. He's like, I can't find Zoom. But you have to leave it in the space, and then I don't mess with my chat. My chat keeps going. I can go in. I can talk. Hey, Wolf FPV. No more Google Hangouts. Not for right now.
Herman, you were right in the fact there's several different ways to look at your chat and to type, and there's several different ways to look at the Zoom. And I do it where, you have your screen and you have YouTube up there, and then how when you pull up Zoom, it comes in another box. I size it so that it slides just over top up to the edge of the chat, and the chat is
This
still
is the same thing I have. It's the same like the Hangouts window.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's what I was asking. Does it
But see-
minimizing just like the Hangouts window does?
But some people, and I never got used to it, go up there with the 3 buttons up at the top, and they click on that, and it says pop it out, and then I'm going, pop it out, pop it where? It's like,
Just another window that you can put somewhere else on your screen. That's all.
yep.
And it always stays open.
Whatever
Yeah.
you're comfortable with, Herman.
But Herman, you can just continue to be mean to me.
This raise your hand thing is useless because nobody even responds to it.
Oh hell, I don't look at that. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Sean.
Herman, that was a great
Hey,
question. Thank you.
Hey, Helen Casey, how you doing tonight? So Herman, does this just seem like not doable for you?
Herman's gone.
Herman, are you frozen?
No, he's gone to get something.
He's in the chat. I see his head.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, but he's
there.
not moving.
He is not moving. Oh no.
He's showing up great to me.
Oh,
Now,
it went away.
now he's gone.
Oh, Herman.
What happened?
I don't know. I told Herman be nice to me and he left.
No, he has an issue with asking questions and not getting a direct answer. That's all. But
There's
I don't
Herman
think
now.
I don't think it's anything major.
Okay, Herman, would you do
It's
me a
not the end of
favor?
the world.
Will you bring that thing out you bought today so I can now see it because it's clearer?
Oh, you couldn't see it before? You're trying to say something on my camera?
No, your camera's perfect, but can I see it twice? I had to
There's
be
something wrong with
careful.
YouTube. That's why we couldn't see it. It has nothing to do with your
that's
camera.
it.
Bring the camera
No,
up.
because your
and
camera looks great.
Everyone on here looks nice and clean. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, it's very good.
Really?
Very good connection.
Can
Hey,
you
what's
see
up, Rob?
it now?
Hey, Centroid, what's up, bud?
There he is, Val. You can put him on camera now.
Oh,
Can you see it now, Val?
yeah. Okay, let me get it. That looks really. Hold on, let me get you.
I like this panel view.
Do you like that?
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, can you talk for a minute, Herman, so I can see you?
Yeah, you put the Osmo in here. And when you're walking, so you don't get that bounce in the video, some of us walk with a limp, some guys got one leg longer than the other and can't do
Yeah, it's not funny.
Yeah, it's not that that's funny. It's just that you'd have to have been on the other one, and you were.
and it takes the bounce out of the Osmo.
In other words, the
Hey,
camera
Reaper.
stays stable. Yep.
Right.
Can walk. Hey, Val's review. Okay, so what all I'm gonna say is that if anyone was in here before and they saw Herman show that, it was not clear at all, was it? It wasn't clear at all. And
No.
this, I can see it. I can see that.
Well,
there's
it wasn't.
blue
It
to
wasn't
it.
clear on the live stream where we were using Hangouts, but here you can see everything.
Yep,
Everything in the
better.
background, nice and clean, which is what I
It
like.
is really clear.
It is. It really
Robert,
shows up
is
what we're
Roger
looking
still in
at.
the chat?
Robert.
Huh?
Yeah, Robert's still here.
Yeah, I'm
If
still here.
you can't see it on the bar, hit that little arrow to the right, and you can see whoever else is in the chat.
So I was
See, even
gonna
on
tell Roger-
YouTube, this is super, super, super clear.
Yeah, it's very good.
Real quick. Thank you,
Robert's been doing some flying out at the air base.
Yeah, it's a nice shot of
They
that
added you as a
jet
mod.
there.
Right. So this is the point I was trying to make for this, and I'm going to go ahead to gal view so I can see all of you. So this was the point I was trying to make on this, is while Roger's getting something saying Google Hangouts is going out, have any of us gotten that when we went on Google Hangouts? Has it put that thing up saying it's going away?
See it. I didn't see it just yet, but I expect to see it soon.
Right.
Yeah.
And so this is what I'm thinking. Just like how they didn't give Roger stickers for his super chat, but if I go on to super chat and I click that, I can do stickers, right? I have a choice of doing all kinds of.
I have that option too, super sticker or super chat.
Yeah.
Right,
it.
and that's in mine, but Roger doesn't
Here
have
in
that.
Canada, we don't have it. We don't have it in Canada.
So now they're
that's
gonna.
because Roger pissed somebody off somewhere.
He did.
Roger.
That is right. So what they're planning on doing is they're planning on taking Google Hangouts away. And my proposition, what I think is happening, my hypothesis, is that they're going to do it to Roger first. Right?
Probably.
Because he's in Canada.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's less users in Canada for whatever reason. They're going to do Canada first and they're going to go out. Now, I remember Rulin told me that they couldn't do Hangouts anymore unless they paid like $5, $10.
Yeah.
There was something they were trying to monetize it over there. I think it was whatever, an experiment there, and I just don't think it worked out.
Yeah.
So now what I'm saying is I believe they're going to take Canada's way first, and then they're going to take some other things, and then they're going to come and take ours, because we really take our YouTube seriously.
Probably.
So
Carpenter Rick, this is Val's live stream. So when you go on hers, you can do that super chat thing with the
that little sticker thing.
yeah whatever things and all that. But when
Because
you go
she's
on the
monetized.
Might be.
channel, you can't.
Yeah. So what I was trying to find out is what was the simplest, easiest thing for me. But there's a lot of stuff out there. But you're gonna have to start working on that now. If not, you
Gonna be screwed in the long run.
you're gonna you're gonna be like some of the guys I saw when they first went on OBS. I'm not talking about Centroid. When they first went on OBS and they'd go, "Oh man, that banner goes right across my face." Well, that's not good. And so they tried to change that. And then they put a little sign up. They go, well, that's not good. And they were trying to make that work. And so you're going to have to start doing all that now so you kind of get all this stuff down. OBS is free. It's just free. But it can be complicated as you want it to be.
Yeah, you can keep it very simple. And that was my problem. I didn't start simple. I went all in.
You did. You jumped in the... Huh?
That's what I did too. I went all in.
How do I get the banner across my face?
I don't know. I don't want a banner, but on OBS you can do banners, you can do all this stuff. So for me, it's worth it to pay $15 and have all you guys super clear. So when I do my interviews, we're going to be side by side. There won't be this many
There's
people.
a banner.
There
you go.
You see, like I keep on telling everybody, I do not want to know nothing about OBS. But now it looks like my hands are being tied by a back. I'm going to OBS, but not going all out like bureau in front of me or whatever.
Oh yeah, no,
it's going to be for this, sir.
Oh, nice cream patches.
Just for that.
I like Paul's banner.
There's
Paul,
Paul's
you have
banner.
issues. Paul's got a banner over
Yeah,
his
Paul's
face.
got a banner. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to animate it though, so it goes from left to right. There you go.
There you go, Paul.
There you go. Now, that's very professional. That looks very good.
Actually, Val, the reason why I upped and my
You need to
bandwidth-
right on there, subscribe and hit the notification bell.
I up my computer and my bandwidth's going to be able to handle it. I'm going to be probably using if I start going live streaming, I'm going to be using Skype, which is free, and my computer should be able to handle at least 4 or 5 Skype windows, no problem now.
Now, Skype does work through OBS, correct?
Yes.
If you're using a PC, yes. Yeah. Actually, it does work with a Mac too. Google Hangouts wasn't working with a PC with OBS. I mean, a Mac with OBS for a while. I don't know if they fixed that, but that's a moot point right now.
But because yes. that was the direction, Mark, that I was actually thinking about going in. by using Skype and OBS because
Yeah.
I've used it. I've used Skype with FME, which is Flash
Right.
Media Encoder,
Just keep
encoder
in
back in the day.
just keep in mind OBS and Skype are bandwidth munchers, and if you don't have the upload speed and processor that can handle it, you may have an issue.
Yeah.
That's all.
There you go. There you go. And I got no bandwidth speed.
Yeah, so this is, and I don't either, not really. I notice the more people I have on, usually the more they get blurry. But this is how many people I have on, and everybody is clear except for Mr. Crowley looks like he's going to fall asleep. So I think,
No, I'm just thinking how this affects me. Like when I do my live streams, am I going to have to do it through this route?
no.
Some route.
Let me say this. There are a couple things you can do. Okay? You can go OBS straight and just do OBS and have yourself. And maybe can't you add another person on that? Go into another window. Or you can use Ecamm if you're on Mac. You can use any of the other live stream, but they're very expensive. There's a lot out there.
Can I use this one here as my live stream?
Yeah. Like this.
And then I would pull up and do the pop out from my YouTube communication,
Yeah.
and they would be able to see my live stream also.
You
Like
can
we're
do that.
seeing each other now.
Yeah. It'd be like
Okay.
this. But what I had to do is I had to go find someone who knew how to do it because I didn't
Wow.
want to screw my camera up. So Curtis helped me get mine set up. But all I have is this.
Till midnight
guys.
last night.
Yeah, till midnight. So I have this, which just opens up the channel, and I have to figure out another part to that. And then we can go into looking like the Brady Bunch, which we won't. I won't usually have this many people on at one time.
Now, what I wanted to say was I can see everyone except for Roger.
Yeah, because he has Roxy up there.
Ah,
I don't see. Oh yeah, okay. This.
There you go.
He changed the name to Roxy Cam.
Yeah, he has Roxycam. How do you change your name on it?
You go up and you click up on the up in the top of your thumbnail. You see the three dots
No.
right next to mute. The three dots next to your thumbnail. Click on that, and it's got rename. And then you can either have it a permanent rename or just a one-time. I've changed mine about 3 times during this.
Roxy is the Canadian Drone Hub mascot. Is a big American
Icon. It's an icon.
Yeah, she's Roxy is a pit bull. She's a beautiful sausage-looking thing with like little stick legs.
Sausage. Val, quit like you're ahead.
Hey, Michael Rich, how you doing? So now look how it turned out. Now the way it looks now, we have 8 on top, then we have Robert Stanton, and we have Mike Roach, and still everybody's super clear. So I agree. Oh, I can do all this with OBS
Where's
for
Mike
free,
Roach?
but I am like Roger and have poor
Mike's
internet
there.
Zoom.
And if you want to
Very
see
good
who else is
impression,
in there,
encoded,
Mr. Crowley,
great quality.
hit your
Yes.
blue arrow to the right up at the top on the chat bar, and
Right
it'll
now it shows
show you who else is in here.
there are 10 people on, and everyone is streaming cleanly. And
Oh,
I
I see now. Okay. There's Mike. All right, I see Mike.
Hey, Mike.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, Mike,
Hello.
what's up?
Hello, everybody.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, Mike.
Hey,
Oh, I see. Nice, thank you.
So
No,
we
I
should
see
all be showing
here.
up on YouTube at
Hey,
the
Mike.
same time, on YouTube at least.
Yep, you are.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. It's broken down to 4 windows across the top. Then there's another 4, and there's 2 directly in the middle.
Yep. And it looks like
Yeah.
you could have 2 more next to Mike, and then 4 more to the bottom of that.
Yeah, so what I
Mhm.
want you can have 100 people on here, but I think we'd be pinpoints. We can make like signs.
Right,
or
they would
something.
look like little tiny thumbnails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more you have, the smaller each person's
Oh,
window.
okay, yeah.
Hey,
I'm
Mike, how you doing,
I'm
Mike
feeling
Roach?
Different. Yo,
Well-
look, can I get to raise my hand?
Yeah. I do want to say something, guys, and I will address back from this guy. A lot of us, I'm not on a fixed income unless you consider poor a fixed income. But oh, Rory, but I'm not on a fixed income. But what I want to say to you is that if 15 is too much, find a different way. I'm not saying you have. This is just an option, guys. Just an option.
There's the bunny. Mr. Crowley's got the bunny.
So
It's lunch
oh,
is served.
baby, look at
What's
that.
happening, guys? I'm Rory the Rabbit.
Haas and
That is so
Fefa.
cute.
Haas and Fefa.
Haas and Fefa.
Please, back from the sky. Just an option, and it might not be the option for you. I was thinking OBS with Skype. I was thinking that also. But I'm just working on the clearest picture possible for what I'm doing. And then I brought every person on because I wanted to see how clear it would be. You know,
well, it seems to be working fine so far. It's nice and clean.
Cool.
If you guys watch, if any of you watch Ken Heron's show, those Skype calls get lost every once in a while.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
Yeah. So it just depends. OBS is not a good option for low bandwidth. This is a very attractive option. Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm using OBS with Zoom. And so Zoom handles all the bandwidth for me.
Correct.
And then I come in. That's, you know.
And OBS is just a pathway to get to you.
Too. Hold on. Dokken? How come you changed your name to Dokken?
Rock band, Dokken.
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 Oh.
It's my gamer tag.
So I want to
I
let
saw
you know
Dokken.
we have the Canadian Drone Hub up in the corner. Then we have the Catwoman, which is me. We have Skyfall, which is Paul. The Brady Bunch, which is Curtis. We have Phantom Flight 101. He didn't change his name, which is Herman. Herman, you look sad.
What happened?
Do you look sad? Are you sad?
No,
Probably
good.
hungry.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm sorry. And then we have Centroid, we have Zeus, we have Novice Quads, Dokken, and Michael Roach.
Spinal
Dokken.
Val, who am I?
Huh?
No, it's Spinal Tap now. By the way,
you're
Spinal
Homer
Tap
Simpson.
freaking rules.
Homer Simpson.
Yes.
So how you doing, Michael Roach?
What'd you say about Spinal Tap?
Spinal Tap rules. If anybody plays guitar, plays music, and you don't know Spinal Tap, oh my God,
Even if you don't,
that show is so true that it's funny. It hurts because it's so true.
And you don't have to play guitar to
No, you don't.
That's for darn sure.
Well, most of them go up to 10.
It's just
Well,
for the
that's
host
right.
space,
No,
not
11.
This goes to
everybody
11.
Yeah, so what's the significance of 11?
Minutes ago.
Well,
Took
but
me
it
One
goes up
louder.
to figure out
Going louder.
how to feed my OBS output into Zoom. Quite user friendly. Yeah. I got to tell you, I had Curtis do that, and then he helped me with my little intro. I got to figure out how to do the intro when the show starts, and then I go into the show.
That's really easy. All you got to do is turn off your Zoom. You know the little eyeball that shows on the media. Turn off the eyeball, and
For
then
what?
just
For which one?
let me start up my OBS real quick so I don't tell you the right
Guys,
thing.
I'm going to have to get out of here only because
You
I'm
want to
being
eat?
told I've already been on the computer making noise for 3 hours.
Oh.
So I appreciate it.
Hey,
I will
Lawrence,
look
did you
into
have
it
any
more.
final questions? Did you have any final questions that you wanted to ask?
No, I'm going to look into the Zoom and see what's happening with it. I like it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. It just
All right, you guys, everyone
OBS
enjoy your
it's all right.
everyone enjoy your Father's Day.
Bye, Lawrence.
Happy
Yeah.
Father's Day, everybody.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Hey,
Bye,
Lawrence.
Lawrence.
Yes,
Have a great evening.
you too as well, buddy.
Hey,
Be
Lawrence.
By the way, Green Passage, yes, Spinal Tap was a mockumentary.
Hey,
Hey, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Bounce.
Now you're kicking me out of here. You just said bounce.
well, Herman promised that you were going to dance off.
All right, now I'm going.
Oh my God! I am gonna so have to mute Paul.
Did that change Homer Simpson?
Homer Simpson.
That's awesome.
So okay, so now we're kind of more even number. So that's the only reason I wanted to go on. I just wanted to go on and say, we understand we're not just thinking it's going away. Oh, trying to get RC Crazy in the air. Oh, okay. Is he doing some FPV stuff? You working with them, Ed?
Hey, Val, just for grins, can you invite Ari in from Australia. Let's see if how his picture quality is
Oh, that's a
Hold
good
on.
idea. Good idea.
from
Hold on.
Australia.
Hold on. Hold on. Invite.
Am I using the right mic?
Yeah,
Yep.
you're using a good
Yep.
mic. Mike.
No, you used the mic to your left.
Mike is using a great mic.
Hey, Mike, you could change your name to Mike and Mike.
I
and
gotta
Ike's.
think of something good. But I
Well,
just
you
wanted
know,
to make sure my microphone settings were correct.
you're great. You sound great. And you know what? The picture quality for you is just fantastic.
Wow,
Yeah, you look good.
I look this good in person.
Well, now you look this good on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
So we have Spinal Tap, which is Robert, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. So
And I'm even
Aaron
My
has-
hand's raising.
How do I change my name? Click on it.
I'm having fun changing names, is what I'm doing.
So if you go to the top, on top of your picture in the right hand corner, it'll say mute, and then it'll have 3 dots. If you hit the 3 dots and go down to the 4th thing, it says rename. You click rename, and you can give yourself whatever name you want. Just keep it clean, guy. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Oh,
Rename.
Ari, yes, you
Ari.
are extremely
Ari, how you doing,
clear.
man?
Good. Looks
That
like
is
he's got more
a
hair.
good picture, you Ari.
Okay, I've just done it now. I think I've got my OBS stream coming under my video
My
as well.
hand's still raising.
Oh God. Yes, Mr. Crowley.
I really appreciate the time you've all taken on, especially you, Val, to put this together for us.
Oh, thank you. I love Mr. Crowley. I can't help it.
You know, that's
Oh
the
my
one
God.
thing I still don't see.
What's that?
When he's raising his hand,
Yeah, I think it shows
Okay,
it
watch.
on.
It shows over on the other, or if you go down to the bottom down there and it says participants and it says 10, if you open that window, click on that. Anytime somebody raises their hand, you'll see it over there because it lists us all that are in the chat.
My hand's raised again.
Yep. And you
Good job, Paul.
Anybody can raise their hand down at the bottom. You hit raise your hand, you'll see mine's up there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I can hit down below and hit lower my hand, and it's gone. But
No, the
Mr.
one thing-
Crowley keeps his hand up all the time, and I don't know if he's got to go to the bathroom or.
Somebody took my hand down.
He's like one of those. He's like
guys,
one of my
stop
students.
clicking his hand down.
So one of the things that as the
Yeah, you
host,
see
Val
Ellie.
Val will see a hand on your video. We won't see that, but when you guys raise your hand, Val will see it on her end as the host or whoever the host is.
thank you.
Whereabouts is this business to raise a hand, guys? I'm sorry, I'm badly playing.
Okay, down at the bottom, down there, you see where it says participants, Ari?
I don't have a participant. Oh, yes, I do. My mistake.
Click on that where it says 10, and it'll
Yep.
pull up a window on your right hand side.
Yep, I've got it there now.
And see, it's got us all. And as we talk, it will
Right.
highlight our mic as to what level. And
Yep.
then when you get raise hand, or mute me or whatever.
Man,
Well, this is very good. I had a quick look.
Robert.
I had a quick look in the YouTube stream, but of course, whenever I do that, it minimizes the Zoom client. Dennis sprung this on me about 10 minutes before you came on, Val. He said, please join me on Facebook. Next minute, it was installing the Zoom client. But this is, I'm using, obviously, the OBS to put my video together and running it into the Zoom client. And I'm using my landline internet, my poor internet. I'm not on 4G. So whatever quality I'm getting now.
Well, the quality on our end, Ari, is perfect.
It looks
Very
great, Ari.
We
It
can
looks
can
great.
count the hairs on your head.
That wouldn't take long. That wouldn't take long. A lot of them. My hair used to be waving. It's now waving goodbye. Look, Val, I heard you say I think it was about a $15 a month investment.
It is.
You know, I'm on a low income, but especially when Hangouts disappear, we're going to be pressed for good alternatives. As I said in the chat, I could do most of this in Zoom, but you've got to know what you're doing. It's not for the faint-hearted, and it's really heavy on bandwidth. So this is a very attractive option.
Yeah, and I gotta say, there are gonna be ways you can do things for free. There always are. People are gonna put stuff together. I just need something simple. For me, this is simple enough that every time I go on, I won't be, oh, holy hell. look what I'm going to have to do now. So that's what I wanted, something where it was just everybody was clear. And well, sometimes I don't know with Mr. Crowley. I always get
Mr. Crowley's posing again. Yep.
He's doing.
No, my wife just walked by.
Oh. Hi, Mrs. Crowley.
What'd she do? Tell you to check your deodorant or something, or what? I mean,
what's happening under there?
It's the pimp hand.
Okay.
Val, this is not the
No, I
time.
was just waving goodbye to her.
I shouldn't be mentioning a funky chicken at this point. If you want to check
No.
No.
A good way to end the stream real fast, Val.
It's a way to bring
Paul,
it
that's
down.
very clear.
3 kinds of hair. Hair parted in the middle, hair parted on the side, and hair departed. True. I flew over my head the other day and got a glare off the balding spot on top. Oh my God, Night Train. So this was all it was. I just, Curtis was nice enough to do the intro for me, and it's beautiful. And then we did then we got Zoom up, and I've used Zoom a couple times before on a webinar, and so I kind of understood the basic stuff. It shows 1080 on my PC. What does that mean?
That's good.
That's damn good.
You know how you know about 4K and all that? 1080p is like 1080 is good.
It's a standard high definition. It's not the greatest, not the
but YouTube
highest
only,
definition, but it's very good.
But YouTube only shows at 720, right?
720, yeah.
Yeah, but it's still good. It's still everybody's clear. It wasn't until I started playing drones that I actually realized how bald I'm getting back from the sky. Harry Potter has started sharing
Whoa, guys, what happened to the screen?
Has the channel been taken over?
Yes.
Harry.
This is this is Curtis Dart's show. He's going to be.
Oh, this is the new one I'm working on.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Very good.
What do you think?
What the hell is going on there?
So here's the thing.
For a second there.
If anybody's in,
I offered to make Val an intro like that, and she was like, "No."
So
I'll tell you what, she'll need one when she starts her Puddles FPV channel.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That'll be starting after you get back from Canada for sure. But one thing I was thinking of was, participants can go in and just start sharing. They don't even have to ask you. But you can stop that from happening by just clicking off share. So, showing 10 on my iPad. Oh, nice. So, 17. This is nice. Yeah. Yeah, so I just wanted to show people this option because I just got this option. And, but Skype is free. I'll just use your bandwidth. Thank you. Thank you.
And it's also a little flaky.
Can this work on a mobile device?
Yes.
Well, when I used to use Skype with Aerial Views, and he had 3 or 4 people, we never lost a call. To be quite honest with you, and I don't know why he didn't have any issues with it. But when I had Skype, I didn't lose a call. So I don't know if it depends on where you're getting calls from or not.
I don't know. I don't do Skype. I mean, I have Skype, but I usually don't use Skype. I don't know if you lose a call or not. I think that you have to do whatever works for you. Whatever that is, you do it.
Well, I've seen live streams where people use Skype, and I've seen them lose calls all the time.
Yeah. I tried to use Skype, and my computer, my internet can't handle it.
That's what I think it comes down to. I find Skype to be quite flaky here as well, unless you're using business Skype. But normal Skype is quite flaky for me.
Yeah, so I think that's all it depends. You have to decide what you're comfortable with. And please don't use anything you don't want to use. I mean, why bother yourself?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. From a participant's point of view, this is a heck of a lot clearer and more like
than Hangouts, right?
On the eye,
oh yeah, this is better than Hangouts. There's no doubt.
Tell us what this is again. Maybe post a link.
So people were asking about mobile. I'm on mobile right now.
Chris
Yeah?
Hope is asking if we could post a link so where he can get it.
Yeah. Okay.
For Zoom?
For $1.
Well, you need the OBS and you need Zoom.
Yeah.
You need two things, but I'm going to post. If you just go on zoom.us, simple as that. You go on and you can get basic, which is you can live stream for at least 40 minutes and it's good to go. If you want the $15 one where you can have up to 100 people and stay on all day for at least 15 hours, then you get this Zoom package, which is $15, $14.99. But I will say this, in different countries that price is going to reflect the strength of your dollar, whatever that is, or your loonie, or
Back from the sky, Roland
Yes.
has fiber
optic.
optic wiring,
yes.
and I think Mars also. So that's why they had very good internet.
Okay,
Yeah,
Curtis.
Chris, to answer your question, I am running OBS into Zoom. It's exactly the same as you would with Hangouts. You
With Hangouts,
choose your camera and tell it to choose the virtual camera that you're running on OBS.
That is crazy smooth. That is crazy. So the dentist you were talking to, was it Nacho?
Yeah. I woke up.
Nacho! He was on my show today.
I'm supposed to be streaming 2 minutes ago. So I got on and fired up the computer and cleaned my teeth and brushed my hair and turned on. And there was this message saying, please join me on Facebook. I thought, all right. And I clicked it and it said, downloading Zoom client. Oh, really?
That's what.
The rest is history.
I noticed that. I clicked on Vale's link, and all of a sudden I'm downloading a program.
Ooh, sorry.
And I just trusted
I didn't
it.
know that.
So apparently it's on my computer now. I hope it is, because I maybe get to use it. But you also have to get OBS.
You don't
No,
have to.
you don't have to. Only if you want, the video effects, the logos, the lower thirds, and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, and
Right.
and it is like you said, Zoom, OBS is like the door that's going to open into YouTube. And Zoom is
Right.
kind of that key that goes into OBS and helps you. You
That
don't
was
have,
actually backwards.
yeah,
that's
because
what
I have
thought.
dyslexia. It's not my fault.
So we can use this separately, and then if we want to put this on YouTube as a regular YouTube show, you have to get OBS.
Yes.
Right.
So this gathers everybody together. Then you still need a doorway to get into YouTube, and that's what OBS is, the doorway to get into YouTube.
So in other words, Zoom is like a conference thing.
Exactly.
Where conference is all of this, and OBS takes this conference call and then puts it on.
Back from the
So
sky. Okay.
so that'll be good for Paul when he starts doing his live streaming. So
Paul, I'll be on your show. Not a problem.
Oh, you're gonna start live streaming?
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you something. I had a
When?
company come and tell me that I could have fiber optics, and they were only going to charge me a small amount of money, and I got that because I wanted something that I could handle the bandwidth of what the kind of different things I was doing, webinars, all that. I wanted to handle all of this stuff, and then I find out they go, no, that's not what you have. It wasn't hard at all, Philly. So we just went ahead and put it in, and we had it working. I was trying to get working. I had to cancel that subscription. I got cable, and at least I could get on, and it didn't take me an hour to upload a 3-minute video, because that's the problem I was having. But now I run into the problem where, because the bandwidth isn't great, everybody's all, what do you call
Hey,
it?
here's a good opportunity for you, Philly Drone Life. By the way, hello, brother. How you doing? He's having some problems right now with his bandwidth. Put him on Zoom and watch it improve.
Okay, hold on. Now I'm okay. May have been my side. Yeah, it was. It might have been your side. I don't know, because I don't know what's happening with you, Philly. So
Well,
hold on.
invite him on the panel. Let's see how he looks in Philadelphia.
Paul.
None of us
Paul.
would get a word in edgewise for crying out
Hush.
loud.
Okay, so Philly, I'm sending you.
Val has the ability to mute anybody.
I am sending you
I
a
don't know
link,
about Philly.
but it's not because Paul told me to. I was already gonna do it. Don't listen to Paul.
In case you were listening, Mikey, when you start up, it'll want to install a small client.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta find you. There you are.
Hey, Val.
Okay.
Val.
I'm not listening because
No,
you keep
but-
telling me to do things
but
I'm already going to do.
You're calling me by another name. See what it says out there, Ed McMahon.
Oh, Ed McMahon. Stop.
There
That's
you go.
right.
Is this
I
app
gave him
Zoom
I gave
Cloud
him that
meetings?
moniker.
Yes, it's like that. It's Curtis. Is this app called Zoom Cloud Meetings?
Yes.
Oops. I know. Paul keeps telling me the stuff to do, and everyone's like, "So Paul's your boss." I'm like, "You're not the boss of me, Paul."
Paul is the Ed McMahon of live shows. He is the great guest
Actually,
host.
he's my manager, so he can do that.
If Paul decided to do a live stream, we'd have such a fan base.
He would. I love Paul.
Paul would put us all to shame.
Nobody likes me.
You know what I
Paul,
need?
the
After-
therapy doll will be even more creepy on this.
You know what? That's what I was going to say. I need that therapy doll. I need someone to tell me now it's going to be all right. You know what I need, Paul?
What?
I need that therapy doll for when I ride with Centroid up to Canadian Canada.
Canadian Canada? What is Canadian Canada?
If you pulled in with that
It's
doll,
exchanging.
if you had that doll getting out of the airport or the train station or whatever, he would drive right on by you.
Yes, I would.
Would you really?
Yes.
Yes, Peter Carroll, I believe
What
it
if
is.
I'm in the car and I open my luggage when we're driving and I go, therapy doll time?
I would take the therapy doll and throw it out the window. It's simple.
Or Val, one of the two.
Or both.
Well, no. One would get me arrested. The other one would not. Might just give me a fine for littering.
That's needed. Okay. Oh my God. Curtis, yes. So.
Well, he's asking. He's installing
the
Zoom
Paul and Rob
now.
Show. I love it. The Paul and Rob show. Hey, Annabella's mine. How you doing, darling? Yeah, so I like this because I think everyone's coming in so clear. Okay, so even Philly's clear, which I never usually see.
Hello, Michael.
How you doing, Mike?
Oh,
He's still looking.
Yeah, because
Down-
he's
down in
muted
the bottom
right
left-hand
now,
corner.
so he's got to
Down in
figure
the
out.
bottom left-hand corner, choose your microphone and your video. You've got the video, right? Click on where it says mute. There's a microphone. Click on the little up tab and choose the correct microphone.
And grab yourself a set of headphones.
Hold on, can you hear me?
Yep,
Yes.
you can do.
Okay, you got me all?
Yep.
all
that,
got
was
you.
amazing. That was amazing, guys.
Okay, now you're
Now we
muted.
can't hear you.
Okay.
Paul,
now
don't do that to Philly.
I didn't do that.
did somebody mute me? Am I
What's
okay?
up? What's up, Michael? I hear you.
Okay.
The only person that can mute you is Val.
Okay. So let me talk just for a minute, guys. I'm sorry.
I can
So
hardly
only-
hear you, Philly. Can you turn up your mic?
Yep. Okay. How about now? Can you hear me any
A little
better?
bit
hear you
louder. A
fine.
little bit louder.
There's a lag there too.
Okay, and I'll put a microphone in a minute. So, because I'm new to this, so all I can see is now I'm seeing Paul, but I see myself at the bottom. Now I see Paul. How does that work? Like, is it because this isn't Hangouts? I had to download Zoom on iOS. When Val gave me the thing, it sent me and said you need Zoom. So it sent me to the App Store. I downloaded that app, and then it was pretty smooth. It threw me right into here, real smooth. But how does it work? What should I be seeing, like, on this part? All I see is Paul.
Okay, so go up into the corner.
Okay,
Top right.
top right. Gotcha.
Yeah?
Choose
you're gonna
between
see-
speaker view and gallery view.
You see speaker view up there?
I see share content. I see three things. It says mute, stop video, share content, participants, and more on my top right. I'm on iOS, guys.
Yeah.
Got to look for where it says speaker view or something like that.
Okay,
You want
hold
panel
on.
view.
Panel view. I want panel view.
You'll probably see a
It's
little
gallery view or speaker view.
Right.
You'll see a little icon that's either nine dots or
Hide my video in gallery view. Yes or no?
Click gallery view.
Show my video in gallery view. Show it. I don't know. Switch to switch to gallery view. Here we
There
go.
you go.
There we go. Now I see everybody.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay.
Now turn the volume up.
Okay, yeah, that's going to be something. These freaking iPads. Now, I'm on an iPad Pro, and I'm probably going to have to use a microphone because that's.
Yeah, you're going to have to use one of these that came with it, Philly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do that. Thank you, Val, for pulling me in. Thank you,
Boston
Val,
Dynamics.
for pulling me in.
Now fight back. Dynamics. Hey, thank you, Ellen Casey. Yeah, it depends on service provider and how much I'm willing to spend. Yes, it certainly does. It
Yeah,
certainly
the fiber
does.
optic, you can get huge speeds and whatnot, but I guess I could get more, but I didn't want to spend any more. I think 268 is good enough for me.
Yeah,
you're just
If
gonna
I can
have
just
to
ask
deal with
Curtis
it.
a question, Val.
Yes.
When you're feeding the Zoom into your OBS stream, Curtis, inside the whichever scene you use, what sort of device are you feeding in to capture Zoom?
What sort of device?
Yeah, as in, hang on, I'll bring up. Yeah, it's which source, excuse me, is the term I'm using for.
For me, I use display capture.
Okay.
So when you go into your scenes, you set up a scene, and then you go into your source. You add a source, and the one I use is window capture.
Okay, that's not. It's quite interesting. As a client, you're feeding OBS into Zoom, but as a host, you'd be feeding Zoom into OBS.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Not a problem. And for everybody else that was kind of asking about it, OBS is also a media player, and people don't realize that. So you can load all of the content that you have into OBS. So photos, videos, websites, whatever. What happens as the host, if you go into Zoom and you try to share from Zoom into OBS, the screen will freeze. But for everybody else that's here, we can share in Zoom video, photo, website, whatever we want to share, and it won't do anything. So the host is the only one that has to deal with that particular issue. That's one of the downsides of it. But when I first got it, I thought, well, this is free. There's no way it's going to have all the features we need. Nice. And it's kind of laid out a little bit strangely, and you got to kind of find things and make them work. And sometimes when you start it, you've been away for a week and you come back, you're going to do your show. You actually have to start it up sometimes and things won't work. So then you got to go back and re-click and reapply stuff. I don't know why it's that way. It just happens sometimes. It's a free open source. Well, it's not necessarily open source. It's free and it's available to everybody. And the SDK, from what I understand, is available. So I'm not a programmer. I don't know how all that works, but it's not really laid out in a user-friendly what am I trying to say here? Somebody help me out. A user-friendly way.
Intuitive.
Format.
Yeah, intuitive. I think that's what I was trying to say. It's not very intuitive. You got to kind of dig around inside of it to find things. You have to bring in your video, and then you have to go find the audio and bring in the audio.
So are you talking about OBS?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why when they went and put a lot of stuff in my OBS.
Okay, Michael, you can turn down your volume now.
Can you hear me now?
Like real loud.
Very loud.
They work. Okay, hold on. How about now, guys? Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Turn it down.
Turn it down,
Testing.
Michael.
Testing.
We can't
testing.
See you, Mike.
Testing.
Oh my God.
Still down?
We
Turn it
can't
down.
hear you. We
Down,
can't see you.
down.
We can't see you.
Testing. Yeah, you'll see me in a minute. Testing.
Turn it down.
Way down, Mike. About 50% of what you got now.
Yeah, but then I won't be able to hear you.
That's a bad thing?
All right, how about now, guys? I'll just talk low.
Did it change?
Yeah, hold on now. I'm going to go back. What I did here, let me explain what's going on. I apologize for this mess, but I'm on an iPad Pro, and iPad Pros don't have the little 3.5 little plug-in. So you have to have a USB connector to a USB. It's crazy. It's the new iPad. So you can't just plug headphones into them. So what I did is I Bluetoothed it. I have a Bluetooth thing, so I'm using Bluetooth, and I had to go into my settings to do all that.
So you should be able to go into media and lower the volume.
Go into media and lower volume. Where's media at?
Volume as opposed to your global volume.
Yeah, he's on iOS, and I can't help him.
So this is what I would say. As long as you speak calmly, I think the level's going to be fine, Mike.
Yeah, I'm just going to speak low.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
The other thing you need to do.
Whisper.
The other thing you need to do, Mike, is mute your microphone when you're not talking. Because
Okay, how do I do that?
We're picking up a lot of background sounds.
I like it better right out the way it was before.
Yeah, I sort of do as well.
Are you kidding me? And it's funny because I hear he's great.
Yeah, I think we're
All right,
fine.
how about now? Anybody hear me a little bit better now?
Yeah,
still
that's
too loud.
good.
It's still too loud. So if I
Okay,
go any
guys.
lower, I won't hear you at all.
Yeah,
See,
we're good.
The problem
We're
is,
good.
Michael, we're picking up background sound too.
Okay.
Who's at your house?
So why don't I unconnect there and just deal with low volume and I'll scream.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that.
Poor Michael. Oh my God. So I think this is working pretty good. We have
This is cool.
I do.
Plus, we get to see how we want to see it. We
Right.
get to choose how we want to see it from our end,
yes.
which is really nice.
And considering it's your first time around, Val, it's pretty painless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we went on today. I asked Roger if he'd let me, if he didn't mind me sending him a link, and we go on. And then how many people do we end up on?
You had 9 at one point.
Well, this afternoon I went on. It was turning out pretty good because we just wanted to see what it could do. And then Curtis came on. Then we all went over to those
11.
guys, and we
Wow.
were on with them. And then we came back over here. There are 11 on there now. Are there? That's probably
11.
all the people watching almost.
28 is what I got over here.
We're all in the show.
Everybody in the chat is on the show.
I love it. Oh, you have to run, Centroid? Where are you going?
Yeah, I got to get some stuff done around here, but I didn't know if I could. So many people on the panel, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to say bye.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, no. It's not a problem.
Cheers,
So,
Mark.
yeah, take care.
See you,
of
Mark.
it. Yeah,
You
what's
take
up?
care of
Later, man.
yourself, Mark. And Mark, we need to talk at some point because
Yes,
I'm
we
ready
do.
to pull the trigger on the tickets, and I want to make sure
Yeah,
we're actually.
I'm still good. I just need to know what time you're coming in, so I as far as picking you up.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Is
no
it coming to six?
teeny weeny, and no therapy dolls.
So I'm not allowed to dress up like the teeny weeny sock
No.
and look out the window. Wee! No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Let
Hey,
it
old
do
guy
it,
in a
man.
drone. Hi, Mitch.
Okay, have a good night, everybody.
Okay.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye, Mark.
See you, Mark.
Bye, Mark. Thank you. Guys,
Take care,
I
Mark.
so appreciate you all coming in and testing this out with me.
So my next goal, and I haven't figured out how to do this yet, but my next goal is all these live shows I want to simulcast. I want all of us to get together and simulcast to everybody's channel.
Oh, cool.
Talk about exploding the internet.
I'd be in that.
Yeah.
So there's got to be a way to hack around it because you can't broadcast from Zoom if you're not the host currently. Now I'm doing some research and seeing what I can figure out, but that would, I think, be awesome.
You
I-
think
I-
it's rebroadcast?
Michael, I can't even hear Michael. Is he muted?
No, I just said hi, guys.
He feels like he's on Hollywood Squares.
Yeah, I
Look-
think you have to kind of have his mic because I can hardly hear him.
It's a story of lovely Mikey.
Old guy in the drone, how you doing?
Hey,
Hello, Mitch.
Hello,
Mike-
Mitch.
Michael should go to his regular computer and try it.
Oh. Yeah, go to your regular computer. Let's try that.
We're going to be here a while, Michael. We're going nowhere. We'll wait for you.
I think I'm going to cancel my stream this morning because everybody's here already.
Oh, I'm sorry, Eric.
If you're gonna cancel, what would you want to talk about? So let's get some of that subject in there.
Not really, man. I mean, when it's your stream, it's what everybody else wants to talk about. Ask Roger. He told me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will tell you that the mail to Australia from the United States does work.
There you go.
Mm. So basically, I just wanted to make sure everyone knew that there, even though we're all having fun, that there was some things out there that are coming. Better start trying to make the decisions. Start weeding through everything to find out what you're comfortable with, because you're going to have to be using it soon. Now, I do think, I think, you know, in my head, that they're going to come up with, YouTube's going to have something that they are going to allow us to use that bring people in that are going to cost us. And so, guys, we got to be clear on, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound. You got to figure out where you want to be, and is that the one you want to use? And are they going to use your bandwidth, or can we use something that doesn't do that? You know, if it's better, I'll definitely go there.
This brings up a good point, Val. For those of us that have jumped into the Zoom bandwagon right now, you need to do it monthly, because you get into a long-term contract, which those are available, and then YouTube comes along and then writes a program that says, "Oh, now Zoom's not going to work with YouTube." So if you do this route, just do it on a monthly basis.
Right. Yeah. Or if YouTube comes up with something that's $5 a month and is better than Zoom or OBS or anything, you want to be able to go do that too. So it's just something you can try if you like it. Doesn't have to be something you have to do. I am not getting anything if you do it. I'm not getting anything if you don't.
But you should. You're sharing it with everybody.
I know.
Paul Murray's got shares on everything.
By the way, you mentioned coming on with Roger. You have not mentioned the 5 hours you and I spent last night on here.
Oh, yes. And I should do that, because what I needed to do is I needed someone to talk me through it and actually explain what we were doing, because that's what I needed. Nate had helped me, and he helped me put OBS on, and it was so complicated for me. It just was. It was complicated for me, and so I wouldn't touch it. Right. I thought, it's too much stuff.
Curtis, you did a great job explaining it to Lucy.
Lucy knows what she's doing now.
That's right. And so it was just too much. I really appreciate Nate. I love Nate, but it was too much stuff. So Curtis said he could simplify everything for me. That's what I needed. And a lot of that 5 hours was because he'd go do this, and I go, okay, why are we doing this? What is this about? What is that about? He's really good about explaining every little thing, and then helping me with my little intro of the Boise skyline.
Show that.
Yes, I will. Now, you can only see this if you are on YouTube.
Well, Curtis, can't you play it onto the regular Zoom?
I don't have it anymore.
Oh, okay.
I have the template. I made a template of it in case Val wanted to change the background or something like that. But yeah, I just did that while she was on it. She's like, I need an intro. So while we were talking, I sat there and made that. And she goes, I let her pick out the fonts and everything. It's like After Effects 101. It's not like the stuff I do normally.
I was fascinated because
you were about to say it wasn't very good, weren't you?
No, I wasn't going to say it wasn't very good. I was going to say it's After Effects 101. It's a very simple thing to do, what she wanted. So I was lucky. She could have said, I want Star Wars to happen in 15 seconds in my intro.
And I
get that a lot.
Don't give her ideas.
Right? I considered that. Lightsabers.
So I do a lot of these 3D logos, and the first thing people ask me about is, hey, can you make this fly over here and then morph into that, and then a robot come out here, and then my name kind of fly through here, and it rotate and spin around, and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, I'm out. It needs to be, 5 seconds is your intro, and it needs to be just a nice reveal of your name. That's what it should be, And,
Bye back from the sky.
And the 3D aspect of it, the thing that I do is very interesting, and it looks very cool and very professional and stuff. But you don't want all that flying around. It's too confusing. You just want something that leads into your name, and that's it.
I saw that sign before, what you're talking about. Something that does that. It's a sign in Vegas with all of that going on. It's just too much. You're right.
Right.
Yeah.
Some people can do a lot more stuff on their stream and stay connected. But, I mean, I'm not lying to you when I say I have dyslexia, and I have attention deficit. Where if I see a squirrel, now attention deficit and dyslexia makes me really good at other stuff, but if there's too much going on, it makes me nervous. Because it pulls my attention too many directions really too fast for me, and so I need something a little bit. I need the slow bus. I don't know how else to say it.
The little bus.
The little bus. I do. I do.
By the way, Magic Maniac says I'm upset with my banner he made me. He won't listen to me, and it was too much. Nay wants for me.
Yeah, okay, I will tell you, Manic. Nay wants to give you everything you want, darling, and he wants to give you more. And that's the beautiful thing about Nay, but it's also can make it a little hard. So that's
not everybody
what
who is very, very competent is a great teacher either.
Right. Nay's very competent, but I needed someone who understood when I said simple. Of course, I didn't think I was going to have like 11 people on here and 12 people. But it looks great. What do you think, Roger?
Very good. Very good.
Roger,
Very
can
happy.
you show the dog?
Yeah. No problem.
So you can just switch cameras on your end.
The Roxy Cam coming up.
And then if you want it locked on, either Val can lock it on, or you can go to the thumbnail, click the 3 dots, and you can lock it on yourself and then unlock it.
Yeah.
Really?
Now let me see. Hard choice. Look at Roger. Look at Roxy.
So Michael seems to be running into some issues here.
Well, what he's doing is he's turning on his other computer. He's still streaming on the iPad.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So he can hear us. We couldn't hear him.
Yep. He's doing his thing.
Okay, we're holding on, Michael, for you. We're waiting on you, darling.
Trying to get
worry.
the Zoom client. Trying to get the Zoom client on his computer.
Yeah.
It'll be worth the wait. Trust me.
Do you want me to send you another link, Michael?
No, he's just loading Zoom.
Okay.
Being as deaf as I am, you learn to lip read, and I'm not joking.
And what is he saying?
I thought he was doing a Harry Potter incantation.
I read a lot of
The Stream
for the
Dead?
love of God.
No.
Yeah, I was going to say, for the love of God.
Yeah, right? I was
Right.
reading that. I can read that part.
Then the
For
rest
the
of it
love
is all
of
F-bombs.
Something about dynamic range. And,
Yeah, I was screaming when I saw him putting his
It's
Osmo
filling.
Pocket
It's
out a
filling.
window.
Yeah.
Herman's down there shaking his head about something.
Yeah, he'll work it out.
What are you laughing at, man?
You guys. I've been laughing at you commenting on him since he came in.
Right. Hey, Furball. About time to see you tonight. What the hell? I'm going to get a stick and knock you out.
Wow.
Oh,
Mama said knock you out.
Oh, did I say that on live stream? That was supposed to be in my head.
Kim is actually not meeting his obligations. I haven't seen Roger duck from a tiny whoop pass in weeks.
Right? That's all I'm saying. Hey, Phantom Hodges. That's all I'm saying. Where's the
Roger
love? And shouldn't
privately
he be
has
doing
still
his
been
part?
praying for a lot of rain because then he doesn't have
Furball.
to duck, you know?
So here's the thing, Roger. You need Furball to come sit down so we see if he's clear.
No, he just went upstairs, so forget that.
He did. Furball. Did he just finish the lawn? Was he working outside?
Yeah, I was working with my son outside, cutting some branches off trees and weed.
Yeah, he's probably tired.
Yeah, he's burnt.
Get some rest, Kimball. I mean, Furball Kim. Did I call him a Kimball? I did not mean that. Okay, so I see Michael's iPad and I see Michael.
Michael's still on the iPad. Oh, wait a minute. He's getting close.
Was he doing the middle fingers or
No,
the
he's
fingers?
saying he's on twice.
Almost there.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get that then. Hey, Chris Hope. Thank you guys for hanging out with us while we look at this. He's
Michael's
very happy.
And happy Father's Day to everybody out there.
Oh yeah, definitely happy Father's Day.
Definitely.
Thank you, Mike.
Okay, Michael, turn the iPad off.
Excuse me, Val. I just got to get this in there. I want all the other married men to be jealous of me. Honey, can I spend $20 a month on Zoom software?
Of course you can.
Louder.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
Whoop 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 whoop.
Honey, I am spending $20 a month on Zoom software.
Run, run.
I don't ask.
Go get
You
your
said you could.
Yep.
Thank you.
I think asking happy wife, happy life. I just want to make sure I remind you boys.
My
Thank
wife
you,
is,
Mike
my
Rich.
wife is very happy
Father's
with me.
Day.
And any of you who are single, you should go out and get married immediately because you cannot give me one valid reason why Curtis and I should be the only ones to suffer.
Right.
That's what I would say.
Happy,
Everybody should
my
suffer
heart.
equally except for me. I've already done that. Yeah. I'm
No,
not sure
my-
if I suffered or they suffered. I have to think about it.
So Michael is kind of making progress. I'm not sure. I mean, I see
All right,
Michael's
now we have
iPad
one
and Michael.
Michael.
He signed on one of these.
On the Michael.
Oh, we can hear you.
Can you see me yet? Oh no.
No.
Yeah.
You got to pick a camera.
No
You
video
gotta
yet,
pick
Mike.
a camera,
Where
Mike.
do I pick a camera at?
Bottom left-hand corner,
Bottom
the-
left?
the video camera icon. Click on the up arrow beside it and choose your camera.
Where are you
Okay,
guys
thank
looking
you.
for this?
Okay, Ari, okay, I'm going to pick this camera. It was already picked, but
Then try another camera.
all right, I'll pick.
So I gotta ask, where are you guys finding this? I don't see a place to pick a camera.
Where it says stop video,
Yeah,
right next to it's an up arrow.
right. Okay, what are you trying to pick right now, Michael? What's your
camera?
Pick the computer camera, right?
Cannot start video. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm trying to pick a camera, but it's start video mute. Okay, I did what Ari told me to do.
Your FaceTime HD camera.
Okay, so I hit the arrow up. And
okay?
my
Do
choices
you
are
have
8.
a Logitech?
Yeah, I have a an HD Pro webcam C90 20, and that's the one that I'm picking.
Okay, if you've started that up in any other application before coming in here, it may not have released it yet. So the bad news is you'll have to exit everything and try again. I had it earlier.
Or can he turn the camera off manually and turn it back on? Ari, would that work?
No,
That
it's
depends
probably
upon
frozen.
That's exactly what I'm doing right now, Paul. I read your mind. Yeah, I'm turning it off and on. And
I mean, it can't be that. Hang on, am I sharing my? Can I share my screen? Yeah, I think I can.
Yeah.
You know, oh geez, no. now I'm doing the wrong. Oh yes, I can. It cannot be that hard. Have a look how many cameras I have to choose from here,
Val,
guys.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey Val, can you send me a new link? I'm going to do it all over again on the computer.
Just use the same link. Just use the same link.
Yeah.
Same link will work.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go out, I think, and start all over again.
So who's playing video? Who's happy?
There you are, Michael.
There you go. You got it.
Hold on, Michael. I can't find you because I got in
This
this
is
thing.
hysterical.
There
I
you
love
are.
it.
What is
Can
that?
you see me?
Yes.
All right. Your picture is this big. It's the size of a thumb. And it's just Paul's face, and he's over here, and I can move him around the screen. He's this big. It's
Okay,
so
go
cute.
hit your gallery view.
Okay, but where do I change it to? My screen is empty. Guys, this might
So
be...
look for speaker view and gallery view.
Up in the right-hand corner.
Are you saying that the whole entire app is?
No, that's
The
what I'm
whole
saying.
screen
I
is
see,
black.
I see my home screen. I like when you turn your computer on, the home screen. It's just
No,
my
it's staying
computer.
single, right, Peter?
on.
Expand the window?
Yeah,
Can you
drag
expand
the window.
by dragging it bigger.
All right, I'm going to try doing that. Yeah, no, that was the weirdest thing. All right, I have an arrow, I have a microphone, a video camera, and a square box that says exit minimum size video. Okay, there you go. All right, here we go. Guys, yeah, I apologize, man.
Now, what
but-
do you see?
Okay, now I see what I was with the big view of everybody.
There you go. There you go.
So can you hear me and see? I
Oh
can
yeah,
see you.
yep.
All right,
And
I'm
you
good.
sound good. And your
I sound
picture, your picture's absolutely clear.
Guys, thank you for your patience. I really do appreciate that. And we worked out some problems. We know iOS has some issues with volume. I have $1,000 iPad. It's the best one you could buy, and I guess it still ain't good enough for freaking speaker.
Right.
It's amazing. So
Right.
you learn. No.
So-
Look at Mikey. I gotta tell you.
Pissing Herman off.
Look at how clear Mikey is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is
The
good.
wheels turning.
Well, I'm looking at everybody so clear. This is so much better than
I just switched microphones, guys. How do I sound? Pretty good?
You sound great
Yeah.
too,
Sound
Roger.
good.
It's the first time I can ever hear you, man. It's like it's a new guy. Roger's a new person. I can see him and hear him after 2 years.
Yeah, we really know what Roger looks like.
Yes. And I can hear his voice. He's got
I
eyebrows.
basically blacked out as a witness protection plan. You know.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, great. Hey, can we move the squares around?
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
No, what you do is if you want to,
Here we
Michael,
go.
up at the top, you see there's a blue arrow going in one direction or the other.
Where? Blue arrow. Where?
No, I think so. So
Three
Michael
dots? Yeah.
has everybody on the screen,
Oh,
but
okay.
he wants to rearrange people
Yes,
because
I'm at
he
Hollywood
wants to
Squares
be
here.
close to Paul.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to rearrange them according to subs. Me as the little people. They put them all the way at the bottom. You know.
See,
I don't want
have-
to be at
I
the
have
bottom.
Paul would have been the last one.
Don't make me come squeeze your neck.
Val, my screen I have set for what's the other one, Curtis, where whoever's talking is
Yes, yes. So you'll have people at
Yeah.
the top.
You can have
Yeah, so what you have is gallery view.
That is
Actually, I'm sorry, you're clicking on
That's
you click
right.
on speaker view, and then that lets whoever talks
That's right.
become large. The only exception to that is Val. Val won't go large.
No.
What?
Boy, she does.
Oh yeah, she does. I'm sorry.
Yes, she does.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's on her end. I'm sorry. So on her end, she won't go large.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you mentioned
I
that
just
before.
do what I want. I want y'all on, so y'all are on.
But
Okay,
gallery,
well, I'm gonna
gallery
switch
view,
to
Michael can select gallery view, right?
Yes.
Right, and that's
Right.
the one I checked. I checked the one where everybody's here. That's gallery view.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gallery
Is
view.
it?
Yeah.
There's speaker view though that you can select.
I like this. This way I could see Michael laughing at me. Like I can look here and I could see.
Right. I
Rose.
love Michael's laugh. He's just always
laughing
happy.
at
Look
you.
at him.
You might laugh.
So
Yeah,
you
man.
guys check this out. Roger, if you do me a favor and just talk for a second.
Okay. How's everybody doing?
Can you guys see all those drones back there? I can actually see what he has now.
Yes, on the shelf.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, look out, Roger. We're going to get robbed. All right, Val.
Right.
I have I've just had a little
Hey,
plenty of these
Nacho.
coming online. I got to go, Val. Thanks very much. Curtis,
Gotta go, Harry.
Oh, Ari.
really well done. Thanks for helping
You're
Val
leaving?
out because it's helped the rest of us. And everybody in the chat, I'll catch up with you a little bit later. Thank
Oh,
you,
Ari,
Val.
I didn't
Bye,
know you were
Ari.
going.
Bye,
Bye,
Ari.
Ari. Bye.
And
Ooh.
also, Michael, if you want to have somebody full screen view, you go to their
Okay,
thumbnail,
Mitch. Thanks for
and on
coming
the
in,
right
darling.
hand side, if you click that, you can lock it on or lock it off.
That's
Oh,
what I was
pin the
and
video.
guys, can you give me a second? Hey, Mitch, thank you for the invites. I need to tell you that on Thursdays I work a 12-hour day. That's why you're not seeing me. Sorry. But I did want to explain it to you. I was going to send you an email, but now I see you on here. That was why. I'm working 12-hour days on that day.
I don't see Mitch.
Yeah, hello,
Oh, guy in a
Mitch.
In the
drone?
chat. In the
Oh,
Hello,
chat.
Chris Hope is out there too.
guys.
Thank you in the chat.
Not
Chris Oaks
rolling.
in the chat. Yeah.
So
I'm gonna
whatever happened to
interview-
Mr. Crowley? We haven't seen him in a while.
Is he the
Mr.
one that's showing the
Mr.
airplanes?
Crowley's gone to bed. He's tired.
AKA, he's there. He didn't shut it down.
He was
What's
on the-
happened, I think?
With the phone.
He's center square, guys. He's center square here on Hollywood Square.
He is the Paul Lynn
So-
of this panel.
I'm waiting to see his bunny come up and go, I'm taking over. Hey, Anthony.
Hey, so what does pin the person? What does that do?
That makes their video large on your screen.
On your screen. Large.
Just your screen.
Let me try that. Let me pin Paul because I love him so much.
Yeah.
Paul's
You
big.
should pin.
He is
okay,
angelic.
so I got to tell you, everyone's moved. One person goes, and it's
How do I
like
unpin
everyone
that?
changes.
Right, the whole orientation.
Do I need to wear a tie?
I need
No,
to turn.
Nacho, you just come in the way you are.
There's
babe.
the studio lighting.
I like this.
Oh yeah,
This
the angelic glow.
was nice.
Curtis,
This
you
is
did a
nice.
good job. You did
Well,
a
thank
good,
you.
good job. Thank you.
Yeah, man, this is pretty cool, Curtis. Thanks a lot, man. I don't do this streaming stuff. I'm only a guest yet, but maybe in the fall I might start doing this. And
There you
Well,
go.
Yeah.
you're gonna. The thing is, and I'll play this for you guys again, so everybody kind of knows.
I
Hang on
will.
one second.
Curtis, do you
Yeah,
take
don't
Valium
porky
by
pig
any
it.
chance? Do you have a prescription of Valium or Xanax? Because I was
What?
going to say, if you do, maybe you can help me with this. But first, and then maybe you can give me a call. I'd love to do this.
Isn't this
Wait,
great?
he's not
Oh my
next to
God.
the guy. He's not-
I love the fact that we've been able to get
Google
this,
is Google Hangouts going away?
According to NeoWin, Google Hangouts will reportedly be going away in 2020. Google is apparently getting ready to kill off its messaging and video chat app Hangouts, according to a report from 9 to 5 Google.
Wow.
So Google tells you there's a report about Google.
Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
95
so
Eric knows what he's talking
I'll
about.
just go ahead and repeat this one more time for everyone. So my hypothesis or my premonition, let's say it's a premonition, is that they're going to cut off Canada first because they like to see how Roger turns red in the face and damn you. And they're going to do that first and give Roger a hard time. They're going to move to some other countries and then they'll come and they'll just end ours. And so what we need to do is get comfortable with something else. We have, what is it, July, August, September, November, if we're lucky. 4 months, had to count them. If we're lucky, go ahead and start looking at that. Start finding what you're comfortable with and what you like. I'm going to be sticking with this until I find something. Yeah, it's going to be, yes, Canada and then the UK first. So that's all. That's why I wanted to come on and just say, guys, they're already telling Roger they're taking his away. Every morning when he goes on, he gets that symbol.
One other thing, Philly, Michael, I will gladly help you out, and I don't need any Valium or anything.
Oh, yeah, you
He did me last night. He helped me last night.
I will
so
not. I
believe me.
know. I will gladly help you out, brother.
Be careful, Curtis. I had to fly with this guy in my ear one time.
Hey, Mike.
I nearly lost my drone.
Michael, let me just tell you something. I was thinking of you tonight in the shower, not in that way.
Oh, I'm out of here. I can't be a part of this.
Call me,
Let me
Mike.
tell you guys. So today,
Where the hell is Paul Mary's therapy doll? I need that therapy doll in now.
So, Mr. Michael, I was trying on my tutu today that was sent to me from Brenda. And I was thinking, if I got to do this freaking shit with this tutu, I'm sending it off to somebody. So somebody else is doing this too. So I'm looking, I'm thinking, and then I just slipped my mind. Well, tonight I jump in the shower and I'm washing my depression off me, man. But I didn't take it. This is a whole nother story. I didn't take a shower in like 3 days, guys, for a reason. But anyway, so I'm washing it off me and I'm thinking,
Right, night train.
my name, your name popped into my head. I got it. That son of a bitch is going to get the tutu.
I'm not putting on any damn tutu.
Yeah, and then I was thinking that you're going to need help. You got to get them girls to help you with it. Oh, yeah. I love it. It's going to you, Mike.
Hey, Eddie, how you doing? Hey,
Nacho,
Eddie Nuez,
Nacho Rolling says it's not for you, Curtis. Was he talking about? It's not for me.
the drugs.
Oh, the drug. Oh, the drug. Okay, yeah. No, it's not for me.
Hold on.
It's for Michael. I got it.
Yeah.
One other question. If I go into speaker view, I noticed that there's certain orientations that the row of windows will then go into, like down the side, and you can only see so many, or across the top and you can see more.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way to choose that?
No.
Okay, because it's done it both ways with me.
And it's completely random too.
Really?
Yeah.
So normally, and who knows what's normal when you use YouTube? Normally, I'll say it anyway. You wouldn't probably have this many people on unless, of course, you wanted this many people on.
Well, this is Val's life, so it's going to be huge. I'm sorry.
Oh God. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I just was so fascinated with what we did yesterday. I thought we have to talk about this because I know some people are going to be really resistant to this change. Whatever the change is going to be for you, they're going to be resistant to it because that's usually what people who've had too much change in their lives. The minute someone says we're going to change this, they're going to be, no, I'm done. I'm done changing this. But I want you guys to remember how many times you've gotten a new drone and you've learned to fly it, you've learned to use it, you've done all those changes. I'm ignoring
I'm gonna reach over
Brownie
there
Man.
and grab that brownie.
How
And
do
we-
those
Bring it to
brownies
the
look
side.
at?
Okay,
there?
guys, so we've done so many changes. We're good. We just need to go ahead and do it and just start making peace with it. Herman.
What happened to you?
Herman, you don't listen.
Yeah,
I think he has
welcome it.
woman
Hold on a second.
deafness.
Let me get this straight. You said I don't listen, but I asked you the same question twice, and you still didn't understand what I was saying.
I did understand. You didn't understand me.
You didn't answer my question, though. You answered another question.
No, I answered it. You just didn't know.
Okay.
So if I could be so bold as to make a suggestion, if Mr. Zeus has gone to bed, why don't we shut down his window so our windows are larger?
I don't know if Mr. Zeus went to bed.
Maybe he just went to go get something.
Oops.
There you go.
Why is it Mr. Crowley, a.k.a.? Why is he there? Hold on.
He's center square. Oh no, he's
All
no
in.
longer.
He's gone now.
Now,
Thanks,
I
Al.
gotta tell you, here's the deal. He
Brownie
can
Joe.
come back. He still has a link. I haven't canceled him out. It's just that we'll just do it and make everybody bigger. That's all.
Right.
That's all.
Al.
Brownies there, Paul?
Yeah.
Brownies. Yes.
So I'm gonna tell you on this keto thing. Okay, guys, I don't say I'm not a big girl. I never say that. So y'all know this. You see me on my videos. I'm not little tiny girl. But today I finally got under 210. I know it sounds like a lot, but I got
Congratulations.
I got under 210, and I haven't been there since my now lawyer son was 6. So it's finally starting to work. I have like 19 pounds gone. And it took months for keto to really kick in and start working for me. But now,
Congratulations, Val.
so I'm really, really happy. But anyway, like I said, it's, oh, Patrick. Oh, I did not see you. Going to bed early with the baby. Oh, Patrick. Yes, darling. Thank you for coming in. I'm so happy to see you. Give
can I
that
ask you a
baby a big
question?
kiss and hug.
I want to ask you a question. Did you put some kind of thing up saying that you can't curse in the chats? Do you have some kind of block up for that, or
No.
oh, because
You want to curse?
no, I just tried to say shut your whore mouth, and
Oh, baby.
it's a little saying me and Brenda say.
That's a little harsh, Michael.
Right, but it would not allow the word whore. Would not allow it. And
Oh, yeah, I don't know, but I would say I'm glad I didn't allow that. But I thank you, you two, or whoever you are. So,
Thanks for the report.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad about that. So my channel, when I click the boxes, I say no unacceptable stuff. Just don't allow it because
that's why. Yeah, because on my channel I can say that.
you can say yeah, and in a lot of channels you can, and it's fun. But for mine, yeah, my grandson, children come in.
I figured you checked the box. That's why.
Unless Paul's on his channel and then Paul reprimands him, and Michael behaves himself.
Well, not necessarily.
Right.
Roger's like,
So yeah, sorry, but yeah.
So I'm kind of interested in this idea of Paul having his own show. What would we call it?
Ed McMahon strikes.
A disaster.
Brownies with Paul?
It would be a disaster. No, Paul's not doing a show.
You know one thing. The one thing I really respect about Paul is he goes, this is something I'm not going to do, and he's not going to do it. If you ever change your mind, we're here for you, but I support you.
I do too.
I'm here to support all the rest of you.
I don't support it. I think you should do. You're taking the easy way out, pal.
No, I agree with him. It's something he doesn't. It's not an extra thing he wants on his shoulders.
But he puts more work in other people's channels. So
Brownies with Paul.
I think he just, for some odd reason, he doesn't want to commit to something.
No, Michael, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's like when the grandchildren come over. You can always send them home. It's not like you have to keep them forever. It's like that.
Yeah.
He likes to go visit and then go home.
Yep,
and not take it with him.
That's right.
One thing.
My name is not anything.
One thing I notice on this is view in the gallery view, you can, when it shows it, say on the side, if you drag it up to the top and then click the black part, it makes it go across the top.
Oh, nice.
So you kind of can choose the orientation of the sidebar box.
Hold on.
You can also drag it around.
It won't let me drag it.
Drag what around, Mike?
The box that shows us all down the side, if you have it in...
I got it showing at the top, the box.
Yeah, mine's showing.
Right.
Yeah, if you go in the gallery.
And I have everyone showing up. Paul and his sock puppet, I know I love it. The one thing I decided to do a while back was just, if people don't want to be doing live streams, I support it. We have a ton of people on live streams. And if Paul did it, he'd be fabulous. That's just the truth. But it's up to him, and I always want him comfortable. Because him and Therapy Doll...
I just wanted to see how clear is that? Because everybody can see that.
Yes, very clear. Very clear. Robert, I told you, your job is to control.
I didn't say anything, Val.
Therapy Doll.
I gotta say the therapy ball,
therapy.
The therapy doll looks awesome in 1080p.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, now listen up, everybody. Here we go.
I love the brownie channel.
I just got one question.
Harry Potter. Good God.
Why does it look like a ghost?
It's unisex.
It's light blue.
Yep.
I don't know.
And here's what it does is
gives you hugs.
I know, right?
It gives hugs.
Hey Herman, does that go over in your neighborhood, man?
I just can't see that being good around the kids. I can see kids being afraid of that.
Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike.
Hey, Roger, can you take over for me? I'll be right back.
Well, we're all here.
Well, that's
not what I said. You need to control Paul.
Hey, Val.
Ask Paul to be comfortable.
Ask Curtis, how do you transfer control? There's a way for her to do that, isn't it, Curtis?
Yeah, you can transfer. It's essentially the ownership. I don't have the exact thing in front of me, but you can right-click and pick somebody else to take ownership of the stream.
There you go. So, like, if you had to leave permanently for the night,
it wouldn't be like I turned around and saw the funky chick and everyone doing it when I got
But
back.
having said that, that doesn't give me control, or assuming you gave me control of the Zoom Hangout, it doesn't give me control of the YouTube aspect of it.
Okay.
It just gives me control of Zoom.
I was just thinking a way for when Mike wanted to hand off his sunsets and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe a way to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
The
that would be
channel.
a thing, Mike. That would be cool.
Yeah. I've been trying to say that for months now.
This might do it. Okay, guys, I'll be back.
All right.
Plus, would it? Here's my question though: is you'd be able to hand it off the Zoom portion, right? So they'd all have to sign in onto the same YouTube channel, correct?
No, I mean if she's okay, so we're doing the live YouTube thing right now, and she wanted to take off, and she handed Zoom over to Paul or me or somebody. We could control the Zoom portion of it, end the Zoom conversation, or we could, bring people in, but we still have no control over what happens on YouTube. We can't stop the stream on YouTube.
So it would still be Val's life.
It would still be Val's life, right?
So that you guys doing your sunrise thing, you'd have to pick somebody's channel for that week, have them start it, and then you could hand it off. No, because they'd be live streaming something else, wouldn't they?
I'm not understanding what you're asking. Let me ask that again.
Here's what they do, Curtis, is every Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings, they take turns moving around the United States, putting a drone up, doing a live stream of that sunset or sunrise, and then they go to the next guy, and you have to go out into YouTube and go to his channel.
So probably the thing to do,
Well, Michael was wondering is if you could link it all together somehow.
That's kind of what I'm thinking about, and I think it would be easier to do it in Facebook. So everybody live stream to Facebook, take the feed from Facebook and feed that to YouTube, because otherwise you start looping. And when you start looping, that's where you get that Drosy effect and that stuff. So you would need a different client. So you would probably want to do it on Facebook, and then one person would be in charge of taking each of those feeds and broadcasting it to YouTube. So let's just say there's 10 of us and we're going to do it across the United States, and we're all staggered correctly in line. You would do a live Facebook, and each person, it's kind of like doing a watch party on Facebook. You would grab that and put it into Zoom and then run that through OBS to YouTube. Now, there's a couple things I'd have to figure out how to do, but I'm pretty sure that would work. The quality, I don't know, because now you're degrading Facebook degrades the quality of everything, the photos, videos, everything you upload. So now you're taking a feed from Facebook, sending it through Zoom. Zoom won't affect it. They will keep it as clean as it comes out of Facebook, and then it goes to YouTube. So, and then YouTube would degrade it a certain amount as well.
So while it probably could be done, it might be problematic then.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
Could it be done on OBS, Curtis? Like at where you give somebody one channel to tune into, and we're all flying from that. Somebody's controlling that. And
exactly, I understand the concept of what you're trying to do.
That's
so the issue that I see is that from the DJI Go app, it's only giving you there's one other one. I'm not sure what it is. So it's that RPSR feed. We could send it to that, where you send it to a particular client, and that would go to it. I'll have to do some research on this. It's doable, but it's going to take a little bit of research to make sure how to do it.
What about going unlisted? You go live unlisted, and then you send the person that link. And then we'll have the link of every person that's doing it, and then they just tap onto that link. That's what we had originally thought about. So no matter how you use, if you use RTP, if you use it just straight YouTube, if you have over 1,000, however, soon as you're live and you're flying live with your drone, you copy that link, you send it off to the person, and you're flying unlisted, of course. So it's not public, it's just unlisted. That's how we used to do it when we want, like, there's a lot of times I'll fly for my friend, and I don't want somebody to see it because maybe I'm going a little above 400, or maybe a little bit out of line of sight, a little bit. So I'll just send the link to my friend, and he's right there live watching it, but it's unlisted, the video. And that's how he got into my site through that link.
Notes Is Paul sending us all notes?
Oh, did you just find it?
Yeah, I didn't know what the heck was going on.
Found it. That's crazy.
Okay, so there's a custom RTMP feed, and that would give me.
That was me, Mikey.
Input a RTMP URL for live broadcast. So we could use Zoom, according to this. So I'll put this up here and see if you guys can see this, or is it just glared out so much you can't see it?
It says live RTP Yeah, it's just
A little hard to make it out.
Yeah, it is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your lines on your computer screen are showing reflecting.
Right. Anyway, it gives you an option to select an RTMP feed, which is what Zoom is. So we could, in theory, select Zoom, and then each of us do our thing and broadcast it that way.
Cool.
I must experiment. Now you have piqued my interest. The only downside of it would be it would broadcast on one YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's what's kept us from doing it but if you don't care, like I don't care about watch time at all or anything, and I think the people that are under 1,000 or that need the hours are going to care about that. But if you have it already, you just give it to somebody else. I wouldn't mind.
Well, couldn't you theoretically create a YouTube channel just for that?
Yeah,
and call it Sunrise Sunset or something like that?
And nobody wins. Yeah, that could be done. And it's just one show.
Curtis, you had mentioned that Val could give over control of
Zoom
to any one of us here that we can do it. But if she had to run, but her YouTube would still be under her control.
Correct.
So if she was doing a live stream, we would have to wait for her to come back to take it off air.
Correct.
Or else it would be continuously on air.
Correct. If she gave control to you and you said, okay, we're done, guys, and there's a leave meeting button over here, you punch that button and we all go offline, it's still going to be broadcasting on YouTube. It won't be anything there.
Right.
It'll just be a black screen that you're broadcasting to, but that's what you'd have.
So she would continue to get the watch time for that until it shut itself off?
No, she would not get any watch time because who's going to watch that?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Now let me
what am I doing and why am I not getting watch time?
You left.
No, but say that it doesn't run like Hangouts. Like after 8 hours, it closes down. You got to start over. It's not like Hangouts. So.
No, you get 15 hours.
You get 15 on this? Gotcha.
Michael Roche had a question or a statement.
Another question, would you be able to get a DJI drone feed into this?
Yes, an RTMP feed, yes.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't tell you how to do it right off. I've got to figure out how to do that, but there is an option in the DJI Go app just to use another RTMP feed.
Tap dancing, nice.
Wow.
And isn't that another way to get around the 1,000 viewer on YouTube? If you go into the DJI software and instead of going right, Michael?
Yeah, that's how they're going live now. They're using
you use your stream key. You use your stream key instead of going straight from YouTube.
Right.
Yeah.
Should I not have whistled?
Whistled.
You didn't hear me whistle?
No.
Yeah, I heard something.
So essentially what would happen is we would all be streaming to Zoom, and then, for instance, and let's just say Val was running the show, we would all go on. We'd do our morning flights, our sunrise flights, and then Val would be posting those onto the YouTube stream
Through her channel.
Something to think about.
or a channel. I mean, I'm using her as an example, but yes, it would be through her channel. You can set up another channel and all that stuff.
They all would be live?
In theory, they all would be live. Yes. So you'd start over with Philly Drone Life and work your way across to me.
How would it switch? Or Valerie would make the switch? She would.
So if you think about us as we are here right now, it would be that way. So you would be a little box in here, and all, except instead of your face on here, it'd be your live stream from the drone. So then she would make that video large, and then that would be what goes out to YouTube.
And you as the pilot, you could also just end your portion of the stream, and just like everybody does, they just disappear, and the next bunch would still be up there, right?
Right.
Yeah. So really quick, I want to say, guys, we're going to keep going, but I just want to thank you for coming in, listening to all this technical stuff that we're doing, because we're just trying to make sure that all of our community can get what they need when they need it, right? And can do those things. So I just want to say I really appreciate you hanging in there with us. And also, if you liked any part of this, feel free to hit the like, maybe subscribe, maybe bell for any of these people. Everybody on here has some great stuff going on. So you're going to want to make sure you do catch them and make sure you give lots of love to all of them because they are super. Anyway, I'm done. Go ahead.
Well, yeah,
Oh, I'm done.
Curtis, thanks
I'm
for
done.
turning us on to this, man.
Oh, no problem. We did before we started our live show, we were looking around trying to figure out what the best thing to do was. And at the time when we started, and I know I've told this story already, we weren't going live or anything like that. It's just we were all kind of connecting on Google Hangouts offline and comparing products. And at the last one we were doing that with was all the different Mavic mounts that you put your iPad on for your Mavics, and everybody had a different one. So we got together, we all compared notes, and we tried interchanging things. And one guy figured out, hey, if you get a screw in this part, you can now do this. Another guy figured out that. And I was sitting there thinking the whole time, this is a genius thing. We should be putting this on the air. And I had no idea that people were doing these live things. I was just in my own little world with my friends kind of doing it. And I said, let's just put this on live, because they wanted to record it and put it on. I said, no, let's just go live. And a couple of the guys worked for NBC, and they said, well, let's just do a live NBC style show, Dateline, whatever. So we started kind of formatting things around, and that's kind of how our show came about. And then after we did a couple shows, I started looking around to see what other people were doing to kind of get a comparison. And I found Roger, and I found Val, and all these other shows that were going on. And that's how we kind of got our start and how we kind of started branching out. We do a very different show than what you guys do in here, this kind of format. That said, I like this format. I haven't decided when, but I'm starting my own show that's going to be with this format where we just bring everybody in. We just talk about all kinds of fun stuff. But our other show is based on talking about new products or talking about services that people are just not aware of. Right. That are out there. There's so many things out there. And because I've been running Facebook groups for so long, people come to me, companies come to me and say, hey, we want to get the word out about these products, whether it be Air Data or YROCam, Air Magic. All these companies are the latest one is the FT Aviator from Fluidity with Scott Parazinski, the little handle where you use a joystick instead of the RC remote control. These guys are coming to us saying, hey, we want to be on your show and we want to talk to you guys about this stuff. So we're doing a different thing, but I am going to be doing another show now. I just haven't decided when. I'm thinking it's going to be late at night. I was thinking doing early in the morning, but when I got up this morning to do it, it was like, I'm a little sleepy. Doing it in the morning is, I don't think that's going to happen for me, but I digress. So that's kind of where that is.
That's cool. Well, this is terrific. This seems a whole lot more smooth. And
it does.
Yeah. Our research, we looked at everything. The guys from NBC said, hey, let's look at everything because we want to be top quality. And these guys they were bringing in NBC quality equipment to broadcast the thing that we were going to do. And I was thinking, man, this is overkill, like big time. Right. But and it really was. There were problems making everything work. It's kind of like this microphone. It's not made for the internet. I got to run it through a couple of different things just to make it work. The only reason I like it is there's a special story behind it. It was given to me like 30 years ago. Okay. But it's an old school, warm, full microphone. So I like the way it sounds.
So can I ask everyone to do me a quick favor? I would like you to go in and put something in the chat. He wanted to know who you were, Curtis Dart. Annabelle's mind wanted to know who was Harry Potter. So go ahead and put however they link to your channel. Put that in the chat. Thank you, Philly. Just so people can check you out. Thank you, Robert, because I know you're going to do it. Because why don't I hear your tapping on your keyboard, Robert?
I moved my microphone away from my keyboard.
Well, now I don't hear anything.
I'm actually using two devices, Val.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it, Philly.
I heard Michael clicking though. I did hear Michael clicking.
But I'm just so used to my phone and swipe So like my phone goes everywhere with me, and then I just swipe it.
Anybody who wants to check out the show that I'm talking about, I just put the link in the description.
I'm
It's
sorry,
Drone
but
Owners
I never
Network
see.
Live.
Mr. Crowley, don't you be sorry. It's fine. I just took you out to make everybody bigger. That's all. It was no big deal. If you want to come back, you certainly can.
Yes, sir.
What is your regular channel name?
So the one that I was telling you guys about is Drone Owners Network Live.
Yeah. Right. But your one earlier that.
So what
your channel.
So the one I'm thinking about doing is going to be Drone Squad TV.
Okay. So do you already have that name?
It's just going to be on my channel, Curtis Dart. So.
Oh, Curtis Dart.
Oh,
Okay, so that's your channel.
Curtis Dart, gotcha.
Okay.
I'll subscribe to you. I'll make sure.
So guys, what I'm going to say is we don't put links in this channel, but I would like you to put a link to your channel if you would like.
Oh,
Either that, guys, or go ahead and do the 3 dots and go to their channel. Make sure you get them. Because I'm going to tell you, when you think about live streams, like tomorrow morning, we have the Canadian Drone Hub. We have Michael goes on a lot of mornings and does his, depression.
Beautiful, energetic.
Walk past depression.
Fun.
Yeah, he has his.
Bombastic.
You'll find that one. And then on Tuesday, we have again.
On the edge, living and having a blast in life.
And then
ladies and gentlemen, Philly's.
Go to Michael's.
Philly's Drone Life is a beautiful place to go and live.
Okay, anyway, so then on Tuesday, we have 9 o'clock, we have Canadian Drone Hub again, and then we have some other shows, and then I come on at 7. I am interviewing Nacho Dennis on Tuesday. I can't wait. He's really fascinating. You guys probably already know this, but he's pretty new to my channel. So I am very excited about it.
2:30 a.m. Wednesday morning I'll be on.
2:30 a.m. Wednesday morning he'll be on. Then he's again on at 9. I think Roger is slowly falling apart. Who goes on at that time in the morning? Only Philly would do something like that. And then on Wednesday at 5 o'clock Eastern, we have those guys on Phantom Flight 101, and you don't want to miss that. That is a lot of fun. So anyway,
now when is that one again? Because I want to go. I haven't checked that one out yet.
5
Wednesday
on
5 o'clock
Wednesday
Eastern.
Yeah, Novice Squad.
So that would be 3 o'clock. That would be 3 o'clock Western, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I'm still at work. Sorry.
Actually, no, it'd be 2 o'clock your time. So that's the early one on Wednesday. It's a great show. We have a lot of fun on that. So just letting you know, Nacho Libra. No way, Chris. I'm so happy to see you. He said he needed a break. The next thing, he adds more shows. I'm just telling you. Also, Mr. Crowley, at least Monday through Friday, Mr. Crowley and his drones on. I caught him last week, and that was fun. I worked so much, but a little bit of time I went on. It was a great time, too.
1 o'clock.
Yeah, so make sure you hit all those. They're a lot
Anybody
of fun.
I don't have, I'm going to get you bust, as Spike would say.
Yeah, and hit the little bell so you know when they come on. So if you forget what I told you, it'll come on and you'll know how to get them. So I was going to just one interview a week, but I have Nacho on Tuesday, and then we're finishing Robert Banks on Sunday. And then we'll have general chat after that. What Roger calls general chat. I got you, Roger.
If only Mitch was on here, we could watch Mitch smoke a cigar.
Yes.
And
Curtis
cigar and watch Mike vape.
Yeah.
Well, I thought Curtis's was CG smoke.
CG smoke? Yeah, I'm not really doing it.
He's not really doing it. It's computer generated.
Right.
Yes.
I'll drink beer.
Because he learned how to do it. He learned how to do that. So let me ask you guys. Whoa! Look at that. Hold on. Let me help you with that, Mike.
I had an aunt, guys. It was so funny. She died at like 98 years old. She was about this big, and her name was my Aunt Mary. And she would come over and she would chain smoke in the kitchen. Picture this little tiny lady. And we go Aunt Rosie, I think her name was Aunt Marie, whatever the frick her name was, Aunt Rosie, we'll call it. But
really close.
Oh, wonderful. I love it. The mother, we think you're going to die from that. And she's like, what do you mean? I don't inhale. I'm telling you, I'm not inhaling. And she would stuck a whole pack of cigarettes down. And she was clear she wasn't inhaling. And guess what? She lived until 98. Didn't die of cigarettes. She died of something else. So, whatever.
Probably died of 98.
Yeah, she died of 98.
Right? Right?
Could have been.
So Night Train FPV, he said he needed a break. The next thing he's adding more shows. Was that me that said that?
No, that was Roger.
Oh, okay, Roger. Oh, okay.
Roger was trying to figure out how he wanted to do that, but next thing we know, he's like on the money, and even late at night, he's like the Energizer
last
Bunny.
week just to keep Roger company at 2:30 in the morning. And finally, by 3:30, 3:45, Roger says, "Hey man, you got to go to bed," because I was falling asleep. And Mr. Crowley tag teamed me, and Mr. Crowley came on with him for a while, and then who else came on? Who else came on after that?
Crush FTV.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Mitch Crowley's so sweet. George Burns.
Well, somewhere in my my list of things to do is to go to Philadelphia and hang with Michael.
Oh yeah.
That to me that would be a great experience.
You haven't lived and you take the Michael tour.
I know.
Right. So let me ask the people on the panel if we could just talk one at a time. I'm just putting that out there for Paul.
Yes, sir. Can I apologize to everybody?
I'm so mean to Paul. Paul, so I just want to hear everyone's ideas on this, what they think, if it's something they think would be easy enough they could use. I know what some of you are going to say. I don't know what others are going to say. Paul, you first. Look at this look.
Sorry.
I am so going to smack you with your own therapy doll.
With his own therapy doll.
Oh my God.
Now, I'll
We
go
can see the
first.
reflections.
Teeny Weenie's going to come and bite the heck out of you tonight when you're sleeping.
Oh, are you talking to me, Val?
Oh, look at this. Oh my God, you're killing me, Paul. You're killing me. Okay, watch.
I think Val Curtis has been a blessing to all of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
because he has enlightened all of us so much, as being the old guy here on the panel. Us old guys, we hate change. Change.
I know.
And change is coming whether we like it or not. And Curtis has been so kind to take his time and his efforts to spread the word so that even a dummy like me can kind of understand it. Where when I watch some of those other guys that are preaching that stuff, it's like, and it's like, I don't get it. I don't, it's like, what? And then I just click off. And I can understand why when you go watch those guys live stream and talk that stuff, there's only 2 people watching. And I'm going, what? And they know what they're talking about, but it's just that everybody's not a teacher, I guess, so.
Well, yeah.
Well, Paul, thank you for the compliment. But my thing is just I like sharing information. Yeah. I learned by mistakes. I screw up on this, that, and the other. And when I get it right and somebody asks me the question, I'm like right there. That's I don't have a problem, sharing that kind of information. So when I saw that Val was interested, I was like, hey, Val, I can help you out. I'll do this for anybody. Val's not special.
Sweet. What the hell? Okay, Curtis, you're going to be bumped out because I got all the information I need.
Here we go.
Oh boy, did I just step into it? No, Val, you're special.
Okay, let me ask Herman. Herman, what do you think? About this?
Zoom and OBS.
Format, about Zoom. Are you
the live stream or Zoom?
Yeah. Well,
I don't like it. No, yeah. It's something I gotta get used to. That's all.
I know, right? But
it's just used to the navigating around it. That's all.
I gotta tell you, it's nice to see you very clearly, and it was nice to see that little thing that goes up and down. That's that Z-axis gimbal. It was nice to actually see how that looked.
Dude, I tuned into that. That's an awesome freaking thing that you were showing, because that's the one problem I hate with the pocket, the little bobbin. And I saw that thing. I forget what review I saw. I'm like, oh my God, somebody came up with something. And then today I happened to tune in and Val asked, what was it? And you're like, oh, it's just this thing. And I went, oh my God.
And it was
freaking
clear,
found
wasn't it? It was very clear, easy to see.
So, awesome gadget, dude. I don't know where the hell you got it, but hell,
You wouldn't be able to use it with the phone attached, though, I don't think, Mike.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Just the camera itself.
Maybe.
It's just the camera, right?
Okay, guys, let me ask Robert. What did you think?
You can use it with the phone on it.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay, Robert, what do you think?
I'm loving it. I've used it with video call-in.
Yeah.
He does very awesome with transitions and everything. He uses vMix, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
And the clarity is awesome. I think, and I've been playing around with it. I know you guys have noticed, but I've been playing with my OBS with it, and it's worked very seamlessly. Yeah, I see it, Michael.
I do want to say that normally when we play other people's videos on
Michael.
here, you know, you guys were playing your own videos, so that's fine. But there was no lag about it. There was no.
There's no lag. There's no
just
nothing.
very
It's
smooth.
just seamless.
It's
I'm
because
surprised.
you're buying bandwidth.
Yeah.
Don't listen when they teach. It makes learning tough. Yeah, I hate when people don't listen when they teach. So what do you think, Michael Roach?
I like it.
Do you?
This is great, and it takes a good teacher to be able to explain this. So compliments to you, Curtis.
To Curtis, yeah.
Not every I've had people try and teach me things before, and if they're not a born teacher,
I agree.
Forget it. So compliments, seriously, hats off to you, brother. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. I'm here to help.
So,
Hope to
Michael?
get to know you and your channel. You know?
Billy, what do you think?
I'll tell you, I'm not very, as you can see, I'm not good with the tech stuff. So I welcome change, so I like it. But at first, I'm like the old guy. I go crazy. Oh my God! And so now I'm on it for an hour, and everything seems. I've clicked on all the buttons, and I tell you what, I really like it. I really do.
It hasn't kicked us out, and the thing is to remember, Michael. I get the change thing, and I'm not saying to do this because there's lots of stuff out there. The thing I like is we have somebody can help us with it, and flipping OBS. I saw it as so complicated, and now I look at it and there's no complication to it at all. I just hit the one button, I hit stream, and there I am.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you, Val. See, I came in halfway through all this. I heard you guys saying you need OBS, and
yes,
obviously you need Zoom.
Right.
So when you say you need OBS, so if I wanted to do this, I have to download Open Broadcast.
Yeah, you would
Yes.
download it, but this is what I would tell you. And then you take your hands and you
Okay.
go like this. And you back away from it. Give
Okay.
Curtis a call and say, Curtis, all I want is I want to be able to hit a button and go on. That's all I
Correct.
want.
That's what I want too.
Hit a button, go on. And then he'll set that up for you. And that's what I'm giving his services away here. But that's you know how I am. But that is all he would have to do. Just
Brother,
one
I am
thing on
there for
OBS.
you. You know that. You know I am there for you.
Yeah, you hit a button and you're
What was
done.
that you had to hit?
Huh? I had to hit stream video.
That's it.
Well, yeah.
No, there is some setting up, but I will walk
Yeah.
you through setting everything up so that it's ready to go. So that once we're done, from that point on, all you got to do is hit that one button and you're broadcast. Well, okay, I take that back. There's two things. You need to start Zoom,
Okay.
get whoever you want in the conversation, and then you guys kind of talk. You know, I generally start at 15 minutes before our show, so everybody gets situated, gets their coffee, and gets settled in. Maybe we'll talk about what kind of questions we're going to ask each other,
talking
what direction
about
things are going to
how
go.
you do it professionally. Let me help you. What you do is you send out one email with everyone's tag that you want to come in, and you say to them, I'd like you to come in. But remember, Mike Roach, we brought him after we started. Robert Stanton, we brought him on after we started. Even though it's good to have everyone together and go on, I was bringing in people all day long, and they were fine fitting into that stream. So remember that. I go on, I hit host camera. That's it. Then I hit start streaming.
Yeah, it's two things. Start Zoom, and then as I've said before, OBS is nothing more than the doorway to take Zoom into YouTube.
Yeah,
So I
it's
don't
just
have to
that
start
simple.
that up first anymore.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
So I don't have to start that first anymore.
Start that.
Normally, when I go on, right, I would start up OBS, then I minimize it. Then I would go into Chrome and open up a window. And then I would open up a separate window for when I open up Hangouts.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't need to do all that. All you need to do is start Zoom, and once Zoom is connected to OBS, you start your stream.
So it Zoom automatically connects to OBS on your computer.
How?
Yes. Do we have time to go through all this?
Yeah, let's not do that right now. Let me just say this, because
I'll do a full tutorial right here.
You will. So
5.5 hours. We'll do it.
Yeah, because we did it last night.
5.5 hours. Oh my
so you
God.
say host? It doesn't have to be that long. I was
no,
asking
it wasn't.
questions.
Val and I had a nice long conversation about other things.
Yeah, we were talking about all kinds of things. So you hit host camera, and then window capture is there. You hit window capture, and it's going to come up and say, what do you want? And you're going to hit Zoom, and then Zoom will just come right into the screen.
So Zoom automatically takes control and links it to OBS?
Yeah.
It's the other way around.
Yeah.
OBS takes control of Zoom.
Yeah, bring Zoom in, and
That's
then
why
you're
I
ready
asked
to
you if I
go.
had to open it first, because
Yes.
normally if I didn't, you would never see me.
Right. We open. Okay. So one thing I also want to say, that's because now that Roger's left, if you notice that Roger has not been able to come onto my live stream for the last couple months, because every time he goes into Hangouts, nobody can hear him. So he goes out and comes in and goes out and comes in until he gets it. Notice he was in first thing, and he has not had to go out and come back in. It fixed the problem because we're not using Hangouts.
Yep.
So this is it right here.
How did you do that? You're sharing your screen?
I'm just sharing my screen, but I just wanted you guys to see it. I mean, it's so, as far as, the stuff that we do, all I'm doing is clicking stuff. But like, this is the, where is it? This is like the lower thirds at Tommy. When Tommy's doing the news, I've got the lower thirds on. I'm just turning this stuff on and off. But all you got to do once you have it set up is this button right here. Click this. In fact, if I started clicking right now and I had this on, all I got to do is start streaming, and we will stream right onto it.
And this is OBS?
This is OBS.
Okay.
What I'm doing is feeding Zoom into this.
I got you.
And so let me also tell you something.
I got a question.
You are going to OBS and opening that thing.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
You are going to OBS.
And
Yes.
opening it up?
I'm going to Zoom first. I open that up, and then I open up OBS, and I make sure that Zoom is inside OBS. And the way that you do that, you go here to Zoom meetings, and then you have several choices you can pick from. But this is the one we pick right here. Click OK, and why is it not doing it? Oh, it just froze up.
Mm-hmm.
I've got it looped inside of each other.
So if you look at all the stuff that he has on there, I don't have all that stuff. I have the mixer, right? And I have window capture. That's it for my source. And then I have scenes. I have two scenes. One is my intro, and one is just coming on. It's really, honestly, it can be that simple.
Yeah, and right here we have our desktop audio so that you can control your microphone. So the person who's hosting, their microphone is controlled right here. And then the desktop audio is everybody else that's in Zoom. So you can control their volume right there.
The best you can.
For Mac or PC, it doesn't matter?
It is for Mac and PC.
Okay, cool.
The question I have is, how long, Curtis, would it take you sitting down with Herman to set himself up on this type of system? So let's say, could you do it like tomorrow or Tuesday so that he could use it Wednesday, or what?
Okay, so I'm more than willing to do it. It's just through the week I work 10-hour days.
Oh, okay.
So that becomes an issue for me.
Yep.
Yeah, so, and I'm sorry about that. I mean, I wish I didn't have to work for a living, to be honest with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I took you out, Curtis, because I thought you were done.
No, that's fine. That's fine. More than willing to help you out. Not a problem. Anybody that wants, I mean, I think we should set something up offline where I just kind of work with everybody.
Yeah, I got to tell you, if you could go offline and do this and just have everyone at their computers and do a Zoom network like what we did and just help everyone at the same time, that works. The problem is, even when we tried to do it for today, we forgot it was Dad's Day, and then we did it last night at the last minute after I got off work, a full day of work. So I got to tell you, it doesn't take long. It would take a lot less if he just went in and helped tell you what to hit, and then you had your questions. I was questioning the whole way through.
Yeah, she would stop and want to know why we do this, why we do that. Why do I want to do that?
That's the way I am too, Curtis.
Yeah.
I wouldn't work well with other people because I'm kind of like Valerie, where if you explain why you do things, then what I can do is apply that in problems and problem solving. And if something else happens, I can go, okay, well, I know why that's doing it. Let me try this. So I don't like just doing this, although that'll work from the beginning. Let's get that going. But I'm going to have a lot of questions like her.
Or should I just do a tutorial and record it and give it to you guys? And then
that might work.
And then we
a follow-up group meeting.
Then we come back and we have an individual meeting with each of you and anybody in the chat that wants to get together, and we go over the details of it where you ask me the other questions. That might be probably the better way to do this.
Step-by-step tutorial, so you wouldn't have to keep repeating yourself.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
How long are you going to be on, folks? I got to run upstairs and grab something and come back.
Go run upstairs and grab something. I'll wait for you.
I mean, you got 21 people watching right now. Why shut it off? You're getting great watch time.
So let me ask.
Val's raking in the money.
No, but if you guys found this encouraging, please feel free to give me $1,000 each. I would. No.
Hold on, let me super chat.
No, don't. I would feel stupid if someone did that.
That's right. We can super chat.
I got
you don't need to do that
all over the place. Val, and everybody that knows something about YouTube, I apologize for the stupid question, but what does it matter? Like after you're monetized, you got your 4,000 hours, you're monetized, okay? What does the watch time matter? Why did the thumbs up matter? How does it turn into money? I don't get it.
Let me help you. Let me help you. People try to give you dislikes to hurt your channel, but the truth is it kind of helps your channel.
Yeah,
so that's a silly thing, right? It's interaction. But here's how it all makes a difference. You have to keep your watch time at 4,000 hours at 365 days. So tonight, let's say I didn't get any watch time for a week. As it's going around that 365 days start dropping off and they pick up the next day.
You got to keep that watch time up.
You got to keep that watch time
because
up.
Andrew said the other day you only had to do that one time and then it doesn't.
Okay, hold on.
No,
That's not true, because I'm going to tell you what. I had to read it to make sure. Now, it doesn't mean they will absolutely take your monetization away. It depends on your channel. But if you guys want to wait for someone to arbitrarily look at your channel, I don't. And if you go under 1,000, they can take your moderation away, even though they say they don't always do it. But you know what? The first person they're going to hit is droners. I'm sorry. I just have this big belief that if they can hit us, they do. It's just what happens. So you want to make sure you keep the 1,000 and you keep the 4,000 watch outs. You're not going to have a problem with affiliates, so I wouldn't worry about it. Roger he does really good with it. He's not going to worry about it. I have to kind of keep up with what I'm doing. and check and make sure. But I have a nice little buffer.
How does it turn in? How does watch time turn into money at all? Or
well, what watch time does is if you get a lot of watch time, YouTube's probably a little more prone to suggest some of your programming. If you get a lot of likes, you get a lot of watch time. They go, people like this, and if they like it, we make money. So let's bump them up a little. Now it doesn't mean they always do it.
And then some of those bigger channels have more advertisements on them too. And that's
Right. I don't even know if they're putting them still on mine. I do know I make a cool maybe $10 a month on advertising, and I think I'm doing pretty damn good.
So I'm like, where's... I got a check for 34 cents.
Wow.
I'm like, whoa!
I'm surprised because they tell me unless I hit 100, they won't send me a check. And and there's so many live streams, people aren't super chatting the way they were. They're not doing a lot of that other stuff. So you have to build your channel to really do other stuff, like maybe affiliate links and those kind of things, and diversify a little bit. But like I did those taco holders. Oh my God, they are fabulous. I love
that. I watched that video.
I got that because I used it at the restaurant, and then I ordered it when I was at the restaurant. But I put the link. People aren't buying them. Well, they're really cool, but nobody buys from me.
I personally have a theory about why people that live stream that are monetized shoot themselves in the head when they start talking down super chats that they're only getting 70%. So people say, well, why would I give money then if 30% is going to Google?
Yeah. Well,
and here's my feeling. You know what? If you don't have a problem with it and the person that has a problem with it, then that's just, don't do it if you do. That's always been my feeling. But
I mean, what I'm saying though, Val, is that every time somebody goes on there and complains about super chats, how all the money doesn't go to them, I mean, as the person that's receiving it, saying, yeah, thank you very much, even though I'm not getting all the money, that just puts in their mind, well, why would I give a super chat then?
It does. And people do that. I think someone left me a super chat, and I remember a guy coming on saying, why would you do that? Why don't you send it to her PayPal? My PayPal isn't on here, my friends, because I don't use it. And so why aren't you doing Patreon? Well, they take money too. And then why aren't you doing this? No. We're back into ADD territory, and I start getting nervous. I'm just like, don't do anything then.
I missed that. I absolutely tell people, if you don't, I started putting it in my thing. I'm totally against YouTube and their 30%. I think it's absolutely robbery. And so I'm going to speak up about it, and I'm going to let people know it's a freaking thievery. And you don't have to give to me. You don't have to. I don't care. I got 34 cents, man. I ain't getting rich from it. But here's what I will do. I'll give them an alternative and say, hey, listen, you could put it in super chats. Thank you so much. But there's also a link in there. So if you want me to get the whole thing, and if you want to give a whole thing, there's another option in there. So it's up to you. I just want to give people options, because as for me, I just look at it from me, and I think that's how we all do things. We look at it from our own perspective. If I'm giving to somebody, if I'm going to give them $10, I want them to get as much of that $10 that's why I'm giving them $10.
I agree with you, Mike. One thing to keep in mind though is ease of use.
Yes, that's
And that's what I constantly tell people. I give super chats out like it's candy sometimes, because this is when I do it. I don't do it because someone doesn't have anything. I don't do it because they're sad, because I do enough of the GoFundMe things where I don't have to do that. Sure. But what I do is, if it's brought value to me, I watch a few times, it's brought value, then I do a super chat. And I do it because I want to tell everybody on that stream, I got value. Yeah. And that's why I do it. I got value. It's ease of use, and I got value.
So Green Patches says Subscribe Star is out there as well, slightly less Big Brother than Patreon. What are you talking about there, Green Patches?
There is all different ways to do it, but the more I just feel like I've given Pooh some money. They don't need my money, but I do because they bring me value when I go on. I've done. Phantom doesn't have his up yet monetized, but Novice Quad does. So I give it to him because that show, those guys, they bring me value. Does that make sense? So I want to give them something because they bring value. Roger, he brings me value. I swear I have so much less depression than I used to deal with if I get to go have coffee with Roger. I've been missing it because I've been working.
Thank you,
so
Green
much.
Patches.
So that's why. I do that.
So,
You're coming to Syracuse soon to go.
I am.
So you're going to be in town here?
Yes.
You want to earn a couple $100 in an hour?
Yes, but what do you
What
think
does she got to
pay
do?
me?
Legally.
He'll come up with something. I'm so old. When I got there, you'd change your mind. You'd be like, "Oh yeah, okay, thank you. Just take the money out." Go.
But you're just passing through, right? You're not stopping in for a night or something.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to get in on the 17th at a time where Centroid's going to come get me, and then hopefully Louis P. Floyd's going to come with him, and then maybe we can fly or do something. So I would love to be able to see you before I go.
So
but I'm also
a day.
I'm also going to come back to Syracuse and then fly out of Syracuse back to Boise. So we'll come in on a Monday, probably early, and then I'll leave the next day. I just got to work it out.
Val,
I would love to do that.
Jump Off A just said hello to you.
Hey, Jump Off. Yeah, I saw Jump Off A. Hey.
So Val, you also might want to close the Zoom group chat as well.
Why?
Well, it'll make our screens larger.
Oh, I thought I did. Okay, how do I do it where I don't take us all out?
Just hit chat button again.
Yeah, if you hit your chat button again, it'll close it down.
What chat button?
Just go to the drop-down menu under that right there. There you go.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I would have done that.
Yeah,
Michael Roach, I would love to see you. I would love to see you. I was trying to do something so I could go through Penn Station, but I'd have to be on a train where Herman assures me there's rats. I was going to go see those guys, but I don't want to be around any rats.
Hey, Herman, how did you get drug into that?
He said they were eating Kentucky Fried Chicken out of a box.
That wasn't the train station. That was the subway.
Well, I thought it was the train.
There's a difference.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Because I don't mind taking the train,
Kentucky
but
Fried Chicken?
I'm not wrestling a piece of chicken with the rat because I will kill that rat. I like my chicken.
So you have Super Chat enabled on your channel. Is that right,
yeah.
Val?
Yeah.
So why we've been giving out some great information tonight? Why isn't somebody donated?
Well, because we always be poor.
Okay.
No, they have to want to do it, and it's one of those things where I don't know what does it, what doesn't do it, why people want to, why people don't want to. I don't know. I don't know.
It's funny you say that.
I love all my guys, regardless. So know that.
I watch a program daily. I'm not even going to give his channel out because he's already got almost 1 million subscribers. I don't want anybody going to him, and I'll tell you why. Because well, let me change that. That's
Jay Santiago.
He's from jail, and he just got out of jail, and his channel is about how he's changing his life from jail, which is great. It's a good thing. But he's still got a lot of them really bad behaviors, and he's telling basically how to create crimes, how to do crimes and stuff. And he does it in a funny way. But my point is as he speaks, this guy literally makes got to be $1,000 in super chats every single time he goes on. It's nonstop. $10, $20, $50, $100. They're going so fast. It's like, oh my God. And he goes on live every single day. So think about the money that YouTube's making and what he's making. He's got to be making
You know
minimum.
what? I got to tell you, I don't worry about YouTube making. Oh,
right. So at that point,
Robert, you didn't have to do that. Thank you. Thank you,
to purchase
Robert.
her own therapy doll.
Purchase her own therapy doll. Thank you, because I need one now. But Robert, you are so sweet. Thank you so much.
Mike, what I wanted to ask you was, what did he go to jail for? Do you know?
he was basically
For lying about going to jail.
He has a video.
It all up. He never went to jail.
No, let me tell you something. He's a good guy. He actually is a good guy, and that's why I watch him. He's a nice guy. He just has a past, and I like his channel. He's actually a good guy. But what I don't like is how much freaking money this guy makes daily. It's like, oh my god.
Okay, so I want to make my point. This is why I don't care about what YouTube makes.
The question is robbery.
So yeah, but this is what I want to say, and this is how I look at it. YouTube has made this platform that I can go on and I can put information out. They don't actually charge me to do it. I get to do it. They'll save all my stuff. They'll do all of this for me.
Yeah.
Even if they just whatever, they make money, I get it. But they didn't put commercials on mine until I hit that place. So for 2 years, or not quite, but moments, they weren't making a dime off me, but letting me go on their thing. So if they make some money out of this, I'm okay with it. It's how I look at it. There is actually enough for everybody in the world. It doesn't matter to me. That's how I see it. So, I mean, I would like to make something where everybody was happy. I just don't know how to do that, but maybe Curtis will come up with something, and then I'll use it. But for right now, I'm just going to say, Robert.
No pressure,
Jay,
Curtis. No pressure.
No, not at all. No
thank
pressure.
you.
No pressure.
Thank you so much, Robert, for that. You're so sweet.
I'm thinking not to interrupt you, Val, but I'm thinking my first show that I do on my channel that's not Drone Owners Network is going to be this OBS thing that we're talking about.
Yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It should go through the freaking roof.
Yep.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Well, and it wasn't really all my value I'm bringing you. I brought on Curtis to bring his value. Because I'm not sure how to bring the value, but I will tell you that however that works.
It's Roger, it's Paul, and then it's me.
Nah.
Yeah. So Roger, let me ask you really quick. What do you think of this?
Yeah, it's a good system. I like it. I'll be doing it at the end of the month.
Okay.
Well, I like how clear you are, Roger. Oh my gosh.
I do too. I love to see what drones you have. Yeah.
Everybody's clear.
Yeah.
It makes such a difference. It makes such a difference. So let me ask, Michael Roche, are you using a laptop or a computer? Or are you using a tablet?
Laptop.
A laptop. Okay. Me too.
Hey, Michael, what microphone are you using, by the way?
This is Audio Technica 8020, and it's a USB type. They make an XLR version and a USB version.
That's a really nice one.
That's a great mic, by the way.
On the screen.
I like it.
Anyway,
I made the right choice
I'm so
the first
happy
time.
to see you. I haven't seen you in a while, so I'm so happy you're here.
Yeah, you got a really good voice and it sounds really good. Nice
in
and full.
Super Chat. She does a dance on camp for us all. What? Night Train? Oh my God!
Dancing, Val?
Oh my God! Last time they lied to me. I said, "Yeah, you give me $100, I'll do a dance." And someone said, "It was novice." Oh, you just got $1,000, so I put on some music, put in my ears, and I'm dancing.
Oh, the cash is rolling in.
I did not get $100. I did not get $100.
Well, we're $60 away.
Yeah, that's what it was, and I'm
like
up
to see
dancing
the
for
child.
$40. I was the cheapest person on here. Novice Squad at least got $50.
Well, yeah, I still want to find out about this dancing thing that Novice Squad.
Oh man, that was
I
great.
guess I need to
I
get
gotta
mine
start a
done
channel
now.
about my days
Yes,
in
Anthony,
Vatican.
absolutely. So what Curtis is basically telling us is that
YouTube for it all.
if you want to go on, he's going to help us. He's going to do a tutorial on it. He's going to help us, and then we can kind of get together one-on-one with him to have him help us do a simple, right? Don't get complicated on him. Just a simple OBS. Then if you want to go and make bigger, better, and screw it all up by splashing this, that, and everything everywhere, you can do it. You can do it. But it'll be on you. When the
You can do it.
when the spangled, the sparklers go when they're waving all around you. You can do this.
You can do it. You can do it by flashing, Val. Is that what you're saying?
No, Paul. No, Paul.
No, it's too clear, Paul.
No, Paul.
We're not ready.
Oh, Jesus. Nobody's ever ready for the funky chicken. No, I will say this. My viewers have been so really good to me, so I never worry about what they do because they've been so sweet. I mean, I got my goggles from Dronography and stuff. I got a whoop from Kim, little whoop he made with him and Roger, and I got the Osmo Pocket. And my kids got me this mic for Mother's Day.
Yeti.
Yeah, the Yeti.
Yeti.
So everyone's really nice to me. So that's nutting much, my little buddy. What? What's up, Anthony? Oh, not much. Nutting much. Yeah. Thanks for saying hello to me. I'm feeling lonely. Are you, Philly?
Yeah. You're reading the chat, man.
I always read it. Even as it goes by, I'm reading it. Sometimes I don't always go and say comment because some of the things guys say is surprisingly different.
I can't. My mind can't go. Today I had earphones, a phone, an iPad, and I'm trying to read and look at the treadmill. It was like 6 different things I was trying to juggle around. And I got it for a short period of time, and then I went squirrel on all of them. And I'm trying to talk, and I'm here, and I'm starting here, and the music was going off, and the thing was beeping, and I just lost it, man.
So there was a time I was making videos while I was on a treadmill with my daughter, and I was putting him out. But the problem is that I do have a little ADD in me. So I turned it up and I was walking, and I was with my friend. I'm walking on the treadmill, and I turned around and I go, guess what? And then I turned this way because someone made a sound. I shot off the back of the sucker. My head hit the wall. I was like, bam! I just flew up. I can't stretch myself that many ways.
I got it beat. The other day, I was bouncing around, and I dropped my iPad. Now, I was in my underwear because nobody could see. Nobody could see. I was in my underwear. And check this out. I dropped the iPad and hit the treadmill and went, and I followed him with my freaking head right between my legs and out the back. And then I looked and went, oh, shit. Everybody freaking seen that. They seen the view from my front to my back and out the freaking hole. And I had no shirt on. So when you bend over all your rolls, I looked horrible, man. And
just suck your stomach in. It will be all right.
Dude, Al, that's just what I did. I came back onto the street and I'm like, oh, and my face was red as can be. And I went, guys, how do I get out of that? I'm freaking blushing, man. I'm looking right down at my face. It was a different color. And I wanted to just hit stop. I'm done, stop. And I had to somehow.
When it comes to exercise equipment, you need to pay attention. I know, because I had that Tony Little thing, that gazelle. Whoop, whoop, you can do it. Remember that thing? And
hey, Val.
Yeah?
Let me interrupt you for just a second. The Facebook group that you and I created yesterday.
Yeah.
The private one, Val's Life.
Yeah.
Go check that out. We're simulcasting in there now.
We are.
Yeah, I figured out how to simulcast now.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Hold on!
Is he a wizard or what?
He is a wizard.
So, I created a private group for Val to experiment in, and it's just the two of us right there right now. But I utilized it just now to try to figure out how to simulcast. So now we can simulcast to Facebook and YouTube Live at the same time. I'm looking at it now, and it's broadcasting live.
Wow.
Oh my God, it is.
I created So you're on YouTube and you're on Facebook. Now nobody can see the Facebook because it's a private group. But
oh my God, it is. It's just in like we're talking. So what is the advantage of that?
Larger audience.
Yeah. That's a big advantage, Val. You could push yourself all over the joint. Throw me on Twitter too.
Yeah,
I'm
we
not.
could do.
I know many that do that, Facebook and YouTube Live. Really, Night Train? I didn't know that.
That's cool.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's really nice. I can't see it, Anthony. I'm gonna need to learn about Facebook pages, guys. I'm not good at that. Then you have to watch both chats. Oh, that would be really hard. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what happened on my Tony Little thing. So I'm going along and someone said, "Hey, Mom," because the kids were little. Next thing I know, the thing starts going like this, could no longer like this, and I go over the top of it, and I'm hanging there on those bars, butt in the air. I'm just hanging there with it going, and my kids are running up to me. "It's okay, Mommy," trying to push me back over. I do not do exercise equipment well when I'm not paying attention. Multitasking limited, beware, right?
Val, this was in a gym that happened to you?
Not that one. What happened to me in the gym was I was lifting weights and I just using the bar because I was starting back. And all these guys had these big hunkin', what do you call it, weight things on the ends. And I looked stupid. So I put 2 5-pounders on and that looked stupid. So I put like 10-pounders and 5-pounders and like 2-pounder. I just wanted it to look like I had a stack. And I went down and I lifted it up. And next thing you know, it came flashing down on me. And I couldn't move and it was crushing me. And I was like, and I couldn't get it off. So here I am. And now people are starting to notice, but they're not coming over. It's like, what the hell? So I had to start rolling it down my body.
Oh, no, Val. Oh.
How much did you have on the bar? 10 pounds?
No, I had 20, 30, 34, something like that. And a 45-pound bar.
That's happened to me before.
Has it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my
So
God.
Here's Val's life in her little private group.
Yeah. There's me in my little group. That's cute. I like that.
Yeah.
Would you look at all them windows he has open? Oh my God! What are all them things along the top?
So I multitask. What can I say?
Hey, Dev, thank you so much, darling.
Oh my God!
It was crazy, but I will tell you that yeah, I try not to do the exercise equipment.
I found one.
Well, and then that other time, you know that thing that Chuck Norris uses? Up and down.
What is that? Where you pull your own weight with the thing?
So I put it as high as I could. I just gotten it, and I thought, how hard could this be? And then I took the ropes, and I was standing there, and I brought them up like this, and I sat down on the thing, now up on the top. And all of a sudden, I go flying down that thing like a luge. I went against the sliding glass window. It didn't break, but I hit it. Bam! In my head. Fell down, ended up peeing myself. I was just, what the hell happened?
You did what?
Don't ask.
I go to the wrong gyms.
I thought it was bad when Mike was thinking about me in the shower.
Yeah.
Now,
Dude, I couldn't stop thinking. I'm like, oh my God, that would be perfect.
I understand, Mike. I understand.
Yeah, you understand.
I'm on a PC, Anthony. What the hell?
I know, it's well.
I'm
hit
flattered.
the like button and I didn't hurt at all. I'm telling you, those exercise pieces of equipment, they aren't good. They are bad.
You're dangerous.
Yeah,
By
they
the way,
were dangerous.
Somebody's leaving.
Yes, it was, you can't leave. Is that why? It was Ricky Dev. I say goodbye to Ricky Dev. Guys, Ricky Dev is leaving.
No, one of our esteemed panel members is wanting to leave.
Who? Who is leaving? Who?
Sorry, Val. I gotta go.
For real?
Yeah, I gotta go, hon.
Why?
How do you leave?
It's nap time.
Oh yeah. It is late. Hey, Robert, thank you for coming in. I've been missing you.
Oh, thank you for having me, Val. I know I've been away for a while, and I appreciate you having me in tonight.
Oh, anytime.
Robert, I got to have you on my new show when I get it going.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know, Chris.
Robert.
Curtis,
And thank you for the super chat too. I appreciate it, Robert.
Anytime. Michael.
Yes.
Keep up the sunrises. I love them, man.
Yeah.
Every morning I go to work, I have to come in and before I go to work, I have to watch your
I'm sorry I'm not flying more. Our weather's been awful.
No, I'm not leaving. I was saying, okay. Thank you, Bricky Dove. Thank you.
It's been raining on the East
I like
Coast,
the format.
man.
Thank you, Props Off. That's a new format for me.
Later,
Bye,
brother.
Robert.
We'll chat later.
Take care. Nice to see you, Paul.
Hey, Robert. Bye-bye.
Canadian
Robert.
Drone Hub. Sir.
Later.
Sir, Canadian Old Rub. You take care, sir. Good night, Phantom.
Oh, what is this?
Bye, Rob.
All right, Rob.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So what did he
is...
click to exit? I don't know where to go to.
On the bottom, it says leave
there is
meeting
no
on the bottom
place.
right.
There is no place, no way to get out of here, Michael
No
Roach.
red lettering. I see it. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, now Michael just moved. He's right square. He's not bottom square anymore. Now
He's
Ron-
in the middle.
No, he's center square.
He's where he belongs, with us.
Center square on mine. Herman's center square.
On mine, I'm center top.
Right,
square.
right. Helen has been.
Now, why don't we all see the same squares? That's kind of weird.
Well,
I don't have an answer for that. I wish I did. It would be cool. It would be cool to kind of
Center
assign
square
squares
is
and
for
or
Paul
reassign some sizes other than what Zoom gives us. There's limitations to the software.
Yeah, for a little bit.
Move the squares around.
So
Yeah.
how much money would this cost a month, Canadian money?
Probably $1 million. No.
You know, I'm gonna go check for you. Hold on.
I sent a case. I had a guy, a good friend of mine in Canada, Edmonton, and said, "Hey, I want to buy this drone case from you." I said, "Sure, no problem." He goes, "It's going to cost a lot of money, isn't it?" And I go, "No, not much. It was like $100." And then the money he paid me in Canadian dollars when he sent it to PayPal, I was like, "What?"
Uh-huh.
And then I did the conversion in PayPal. And I was like, "Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah.
I had to send $50 American to a friend of mine, and it came up to $76.
Yeah.
Wow.
Canadian.
That's ridiculous, man.
It's not telling me how much it is in Canada.
So Val, you had to pay for this? I thought this was free. This isn't free?
Oh
OBS is free. Zoom is not free. Zoom is $15 a month.
Oh, that's not too bad. Okay.
So I know that we don't talk about political stuff, and we can kind of get into arguments about political stuff. But have you guys seen the Black Sheep video that just came out about the not riots, but the protests going on in Hong Kong?
Yes.
That was an amazing video.
Yeah.
Apparently, China is trying to set up an extradition thing with Hong Kong, and if the politicians in Hong Kong approve it, somebody who commits a crime against China can be expedited to China or extradited to China. So, in other words, in theory, if you speak out against China, you could be exported to China to go to jail, even though you're in a free country in Hong Kong. If they sign this. So there are millions and millions of people taking to the streets. I mean, it's like 6 miles long of people standing shoulder to shoulder protesting this. They're up against the council building where the voting is taking place. So they got the voting shut down, and they're going to do it every day until this changes. But the government there in Hong Kong wants this. Everybody thinks it's bad, and the government's not listening to the people. I mean, when you have that many people saying no. But the guys at Team Black Sheep took a drone out there and flew over the whole thing so you can get an actual idea. I mean, it's one thing to take a photo from a helicopter and see all these people, or have a camera on the ground or even in the building. But when you have one of those acro drones fly the length of this thing, where all these people for blocks and blocks and blocks, and on the side blocks as well, how big it actually is, that was really amazing.
Guys, Night Train put the link. So the reason why we don't usually talk politics here is because one side or the other, I don't want to have that talk because it divides us more than it puts us together. But what happened was their basic overperson there. Hong Kong is still under the umbrella of China. Legally, they're under that umbrella.
Right?
So China's kind of given their autonomy. But what the head of Hong Kong is now saying is we want to extradite people back here if they do bad things, and we can't. So if you do this rule, then we can send them to China and all that, but people think it's a phony front, that they're doing it to get some of the subversives that write bad things about China into China and then have all that happen. They're not supposed to be able to do it, but we know that probably still happens.
My point for bringing this up was not to talk about the political side of it, but to talk about what Black Sheep did and the amazing video that shows how many people are there and actually opposed to this thing.
I add Night Train. It is Anthony. Oh, you need Night Train. Night Train's really good. In China, he's the owner of Team Black Sheep. They posted a video showing a race squad giving cinematic over the rioting. Yeah.
They're not actually rioting; they're protesting. Oh no, I'm sorry. There are some riots that are going on.
There are some, yes.
There are some, but in generally they're just protesting. But with every riot, there's extremists. So yeah, there's some. They're bringing the police in and dropping tear gas and all that. I don't want to get into that part of the conversation because you're right. You can't go that way.
We're in somewhere, but I'm glad that people are seeing it and seeing that's happening. Yeah.
Hats off to Team Black Sheep for doing that.
Gonna have to bang good up a GPS. I usually order from Kazakhstan.
Trappy lives in Hong Kong, from what I understand, which I would not. I would not call that Hong Kong, China, personally.
No, it's just China. It's under China. Used to be British rule, and then they gave it, and then China wanted it. So, because they had something going on there.
I was just impressed with the video. I thought it was a great video.
A hell of a lot of people. Oh.
Yeah. When you see stuff like that, Hong Kong is really its own entity. Well, supposedly they have some autonomy, kind of like an LLC, kind of like YouTube and Google. Right? They fall under the purview of China. There's no other way. That is what it is. So they try to all talk to you.
You're not supposed to be flying over people, are you? On a drone? Just flew over about 2 million people.
But they got a good picture. I don't know.
It's 107, Mike.
You know, Philly, Mike, just like I told you a long time ago, I don't judge people. What I do and what you do is really none of my business. I'm just saying it's as far as
in China, the rules are different.
You know, could be. All I'm saying is it really brings it to the forefront as to how many people are opposed to this. There's no other camera that could have captured what they did.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
So that is my point. You can put a camera in a skyscraper, you get 1 or 2 views. You can put a helicopter, it's going to be too high. You can do ground cameras, it's not going to capture the whole scope. What Black Sheep did really captured how many people are opposed to this.
Do you think he could have captured the same footage with a DJI drone? I mean, I think a Mavic or something that would have been just
well.
As good.
And let's start thinking. When we start thinking 107 and the rules and everything that govern Canada, I don't know what the rules are in Hong Kong.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's why I don't want to discuss it as far as rules. I mean, you can talk about it from safety point of view, sure. But I don't, at this particular point, I think there was a statement that needed to be made as to how many people are opposed to this and what Black Sheep did. I applaud them for what they did.
Yeah.
Is it safe?
You
No,
should watch
I don't
that
think
video in your goggles. Oh, I bet. Yeah, I saw that a couple days ago. I was watching the protests, and I was surprised about all the people that were out there. So they're really saying we don't want this coming on. So that's right. But the vote didn't happen.
Well, when your freedom's really, I don't want to be political either, but when your freedom is really under threat, then
you got to do it, don't you?
We're kind of apathetical here. We're used to thinking freedom is normal.
Right.
But I know on the news tonight they said that their president withdrew that bill.
Oh, did she?
Yep.
Well, that's because those people are protesting, and somebody needed to wake up and see that. And I think that video had a lot to do with it. I mean, if you've watched the coverage and you've seen that video says that Black Sheep did, that video says a whole lot more than just the standard news coverage.
Yeah.
Well, which is what they needed. They just needed to let everyone, even else in the country, though they all seemed to turn up, what was happening.
But you are correct. And I'm not knocking Black Sheep for using their own products. They should use their own products. But yes, you could have probably gotten a much better quality video.
Yeah.
A less of an acro kind of thing where you're flying around with a DJI drone.
Would have been a little safer too.
Yeah, it would have been a little safer. But again, I don't judge. All I'm looking at is what they did was really, they took their balls and they put it out there, and they really made a statement. They didn't have to do that. Sure, are they going to get a lot of views on their YouTube channel? You bet. Are they going to get people complaining about it? You bet. But at the end of the day, when you watch the news coverage or you watch what goes on YouTube, you get this one kind of there's a lot of people that are protesting, but when you watch that video that Black Sheep put out, you realize there's a fucking lot of people that are protesting this thing.
Yeah.
That's all that's my only reason for bringing that up. Was hats off to Black Sheep for doing that. That was a ballsy move, but it was a move that was definitely needed. They were able to better capture exactly what was going on. But yeah, I agree. A Mavic 2 Pro flying out there, 4 miles with no problem in the city. Philly could, Michael could have done that easily. Well versed in doing this stuff and captured all that just as well.
But one thing as I'm watching this, I think there's something about FPV, and I'm not saying that a DJI drone can't do it, but there's something about FPV that has a sense of urgency to it.
Yep, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think, and look at him diving this long building. I mean, jeez.
Oh yeah, well they had fun while they're doing it. There's no doubt about it.
It's more dramatic.
Yeah.
Green Patches, Trappy don't care. Yeah, he does care. I mean, and he's doing this for a reason. But yeah, he does care. I'm pretty sure he does care. He lives there.
Oh my gosh! Look at all the stuff on the street afterwards. Oh, this is crazy. Yeah.
But I just want to say for the record, I'm totally in support of Trappy doing that. I don't think Trappy was the one that did it though.
Yeah. I mean, at one point he was flying in the crowd, like right into it. He was like cutting through freaking smoke and stuff.
Well, when they started doing the smoke bombs and all, he was flying through that. I'm surprised no one tried to knock his drone out of the air. Look at that.
They like throw things at it and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is dramatic.
But they didn't. It was. This is dramatic. So far, he has 171,294 views.
But guys, just remember one thing: when they want to kill us droners, they'll show a video like that.
Sure.
Wow.
That's
yeah.
I'm gonna head out. It's getting late here on the East Coast.
Oh, thank you, Mike, for coming in. Let me.
Thank you for letting me in. And
this was.
Mike, I'll get my show fired up, and we'll be doing some stuff like this, and I'll have you on, man.
Thank you.
Oh, Jay Santiago, thank you for coming in.
All right, Mike.
Mike, good to see you.
Take care, buddy.
Roger, thanks to you, I'm pushing 300.
No, cool.
Yay!
Up there, man.
Michael Roach, can I tell you, I think you should have 1,000 by now. Your content is wonderful.
No.
It's
been having
wonderful.
a good spring, thankfully, and hopefully some more to come. But Herman, good to see you guys earlier, man. I'll catch you Wednesday probably.
Nice.
Hey, Mike. Hey, just so everybody knows, Mike's trying to figure out a way to get to spin up, right, Mike?
Well, I might have to take a slow boat to China or something. It's it's a transportation aspect for me. That stuff, But I mean, especially since it's one day, that it's way more trouble.
Spin off?
Texas.
Oh yes, I see what you're thinking.
Spin up, not spin off.
Spin up.
But anyway, this has been a pleasure, guys, and I'm really tickled to know about this new option for.
Hey, Mike, you do the new option well, because the picture on you is perfect.
Well, cool, thanks.
It really is good. It really is good.
All right, you guys have a good night, everybody.
Love you, Mike.
Good night, Mike.
Night, Mike.
Night, Michael.
Bye.
Bye.
Jay San Diego is going also. Jay, you have a good night.
Bye, guys.
For your support.
I forgot for some reason. I bet you I can make it so we can go see, because he's in Syracuse also. There's no reason why we can't go by and see Michael Roche while we're getting ready to head up to Canada.
Yeah.
How do you say that? Canada?
That's how Kim says it, Canada.
Canada?
It's Canada. But I don't want Kim to feel alone in his pronunciations. So now we're 6. So guys, I am going to say it's time for me to go. And if the panel just wants to stay there, and we can work on that. But I just want to say thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate it. It was super sweet of you to come and give us this time. I know it's late and we've been on for, oh, look what I hit. Sorry guys. It's my host camera changed places.
Nice logo.
It is very nice. Thank you, Curtis. Guys, thank you so much. I love you. You know it. And I will see you on Tuesday. Well, probably on Canadian Drone Hub at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning first. And then I'll see you on Tuesday. And don't forget,
Curtis,
Phantom Flight 101
look in
comes
the chat.
on Wednesday
I see
at
it.
5 o'clock.
Hey, Val,
Yes?
before you sign off, shouldn't you maybe hit your intro as an exit and then after it plays, sign off or what? Because it does the Val's life. It's like goodbye, you know?
Okay, I'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye. Love you.
Bye, everybody in the chat.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See everybody later.
Support, guys.